Randy Stone. I cover the night beat for the Chicago Star. Stories start in many different ways. This one started with a girl and a full load of hate. You can't beat that combination for trouble.
Night Beat, starring Frank Lovejoy as Randy Stone.
Sure, I've been known to complain about working the night beat, but just between you and me, I wouldn't trade with anyone. You see, I've got a theory about people at night. I think they look different and they act different. When the sun goes down, something happens inside. Something changes in the head and the heart of a man. I guess science would call it human chemistry. I call it human nature. In the dark of night, people are more vulnerable to romance and hate and temptation. A shy guy makes love. A pillar of roaring virtue gets roaring drunk. A coward beats his wife. Men plot to steal, and they do steal. They plot to kill, and they kill. By day, face the facts, the old well-known cold, clear light of day. Let the sunshine boys face the facts. I'll see them in the making. You know, tracking down stories is a weird business. One night I'll find a yarn right off, sitting out in the open, staring at me. Another night, I'll have to stalk the town like a bird dog. Tonight I didn't want a story, I wanted a beer. So I went into Louis' saloon and threw myself a glass, fresh out of the tap. I was sitting there staring at her when she walked in and climbed up on the stool next to me. This little dame with the scared blue eyes.
I've been looking for you all night.
Oh, what took you so long?
I went to a lot of places. Almost gave it up, and a kid I know sells papers said you might be in here.
You mean you were looking for me in particular?
You're Randy Stone, aren't you?
Yeah?
I was looking for you in particular.
Oh, you want a beer? Louis in the back. I'll draw you one.
No, thanks. I want to talk to you. Private.
Well, right here is good. We're alone. Everyone seems to be nowhere tonight. What are we going to talk about?
You're a reporter on the Chicago Star, aren't you, Mr. Stone?
Well, at the moment, my position with the Star is of minor importance.
What do you mean?
Nothing. Drop the Mr. Make it Randy. What do I call you?
Mary.
Well, yes, Mary, I am a reporter on the Chicago Star. Now, what's your story?
That's what I want to talk to you about. I've got a story.
Honey, you don't know it, but I've been waiting for you. Start talking. I'm listening hard.
It's not for free. I got to get paid for it.
Oh, well, that... this calls for music. Wait till I put a nickel in this thing. Sure you don't want a beer?
No, thanks.
I don't buy stories.
I think you'll buy this one.
Yeah, for how much?
$500.
$500? Look, Mary, you're a cute kid, but you're a dreamer. I don't make that much in a month. If you know who killed Cock Robin, I couldn't pay $500 for the story.
You could if I knew who killed Marty Crane.
Marty Crane, the gambler? I didn't know that he'd been killed.
Neither does anyone else.
Not even the police?
No.
Well, don't you think you ought to tell them? That's the kind of story they get real interested in.
Yeah, but they wouldn't pay me for it. I need $500, bad. They wouldn't give it to me, but you will. It'll mean a lot to the Star to get the story first. Mean a lot to you, too.
I haven't got $500.
You could get it in your paper.
You're crazy. Marty Crane dead? I don't believe it.
Okay, forget it.
All right, wait a minute. Let's not get sore. Maybe you better fill me in a little.
I don't know what you mean.
Well, all right, point number one. If nobody else knows Marty Crane is dead, how do you? And if you do, where's your proof?
I'll take you to him. You'll see him yourself. He'll be dead.
Well, that's pretty good proof. Murdered?
Yes, murdered.
And you'll tell me who did it?
I won't just tell you. I'll show you who did it.
Somebody come in?
Oh, never mind, it's all right.
Oh, it's you, Randy. Okay.
You know, I could go to the police and tell them what you told me. They'd find Crane's body, and I'd get the story for nothing.
And so would every other newspaper in town.
Yeah. Well, say I did get the $500, and say you did prove Marty Crane had been murdered. I'd have to call the police then.
I know.
And if you told me who killed him, I'd have to spill that, too.
You can do anything you want. After you give me the money.
And when I do that?
After I give you Crane and his murderer.
I see.
It's got to be cash.
Now, you don't look like the kind of a girl who'd sell somebody out for dough. You must have a big hate on.
Only one person I hate. Marty Crane.
You know, you don't make sense. If you hate Crane, why rat on the guy that killed him?
I need the money.
You must need it awful bad.
You want to buy or don't you?
I don't know. Like I said, I haven't got $500, but like you said, I could get it. Maybe. I need some time.
You've got till midnight.
It won't take me that long. Let's make it an hour.
All right. I'll wait for you. Right here.
Randy Stone with rocks for brains. That's what I was thinking as I headed out of Louis' saloon. At the door, I turned around and looked at her, and something hurt in my throat. She looked like a little kid on that big, tall bar stool with her knees pulled up and her chin tucked under. All she needed was a dunce cap on her head. Or was I the one that braided the cap? Marty Crane was a crook and a louse. That innocent-looking little dame wanted to sell out the killer of a louse for $500. It didn't make sense. But I worked for a living, and if her story were true, we could scoop the town. It'd be worth $500. If. I had to weigh that big fat if against my job. I couldn't risk the paper's money on her word. I needed more to go on. Needed to protect my bet. I went down to police headquarters for a chat with Kowski.
Yeah, but you know as much about the heel as we do. Why all the sudden interest in Marty Crane?
Well, who knows, Kowski? Call it a hunch, maybe a rumor. I thought there might be something cooking with Crane.
If there is, we don't know about it.
You know anybody that'd like to get rid of him?
Plenty of people, including yours truly. To quote the old man, Crane is a blot on the department's escutcheon, if you know what that means.
I knew it sounds profane.
He's slick like oil, this guy. One day he'll lose off in the wrong direction. We'll remove the blot. We'd have done it a couple of months ago. It hadn't been for Leonard Palmer.
Leonard Palmer?
Oh, you don't know him?
Oh, yeah, sure. He's a lawyer.
He's a magician.
He defended Crane on a murder charge, didn't he?
Yeah, the Callahan boy. Crane shot him. Palmer got him off on a self-defense.
Oh, yes, I remember they had to fumigate the courtroom after that trial. Well, thanks for the rundown, Kowski.
Oh, stick around. This place is like a mall.
No, I can't do it. But if my hunch pans out, that's probably where I'll see you later. At the morgue. The next move I made was so simple and logical that I gave myself a 0 for not doing it in the first place. I found a phone booth and called Marty Crane's apartment. I want to talk to Marty Crane.
He ain't in.
Are you sure?
I said he ain't in, which means he ain't in.
You don't know where I can catch him, do you?
Who wants to know?
A friend of his. It's important.
I don't know where he is.
Now, listen, I got to get in touch with him. For his sake, it's important.
I said I don't know where he is, which means I don't know where he is.
Well, can you think of any place he might be?
I don't know of no place.
You know anybody I might call that might know where he is?
I don't know of nobody.
Well, you're a big help. Just tell me this. When did you last see him? How long ago?
Look, kid, I'm just a houseboy around here. I ain't the information window. If you got questions to ask, call his lawyer. Ask him anything you want, but don't ask me. I don't know nothing, which means I don't know nothing.
I gave myself another 0, but at least I'd gotten an idea from that fountain of information. I went through the book for Leonard Palmer's address. It was a very expensive address. The carpet sunk up to my ankles, but I made it across the room and eased into a lush, tight sofa, one of those short deals they call a love seat. While I was sitting there, I wondered why.
Can I make you a drink?
No, thank you. It's a very fancy layout you've got here, Mr. Palmer. Very fancy.
I find law practice quite profitable.
Yeah, you've caught the hang of it, all right.
What can I do for you, Mr. Stone?
Tell me where to find Marty Crane.
Oh, is he lost?
Well, I don't know. I'm looking for him. His apartment said I should try you.
His apartment made an error. As you can see, he's not here.
But maybe you know where he is.
I don't know what gave you that idea.
Well, you're his lawyer.
Precisely. However, my duties as such do not include that of nursemaid.
Let's get nasty.
I'm sorry you get that impression. If I were looking for Mr. Crane at this time of night, I'd try his various nightclubs.
Like, which ones?
I believe he owns several. The Red Dot, the Coronet. Oh, I really couldn't say. I'm afraid I can't be of any help to you at all.
If I told you that I thought something had happened to Marty Crane, would that change your attitude?
Not in the least.
You went to a lot of trouble to save his neck on that Callahan murder. Seems like you'd want to protect your efforts.
I was paid for my efforts.
It wouldn't bother you if I said maybe Crane was dead?
Not in the least. As an individual, he means nothing to me. Few people do. My main interest is money, and I'm free to admit it.
Know anybody that'd want to kill him?
I dare say there are many people.
You included?
I? That's ridiculous. I'd lose a client. It would necessitate rearranging my income tax returns. Any more questions, Mr. Stone?
No more questions. I wanted answers to my questions, and I couldn't get any. I called nightclubs Crane owned, and some he didn't. No one had seen him. No one knew where he was, or if they did, they wouldn't say. Mary's story was beginning to smell true. Time was getting close, and I headed for the office. Now, I had to do the impossible. I had to get blood out of a turnip. A two-legged turnip named Hastings, my master, my dearly beloved managing editor.
$500? You are out of your mind.
Oh, what have we got to lose?
Your job. This is a newspaper. You're paid to find stories, not to buy them.
Now, listen, this is big. If it works, we'll scoop everybody.
If it works.
I've been all over town. Nobody has seen Crane. Everybody gives me the runaround. My hunch is strong that she's telling the truth. And look, if she isn't, if she doesn't produce, I don't give her the money. You'll get it back. How can you beat a deal like that?
Okay, Randy, okay. So I'll give you the 500, but it's against my principles. If you ever let it get around, I'll have you drawn and quartered.
Yes, sir. And, thank you. I don't know what to say. I'm, touched.
No, I am. I'm also an idiot.
I wouldn't say
We endeavor to maintain a schedule around here. Our jobs are more secure, and everyone is much happier when the paper comes out on time. I hate to bother you with humdrum, but it's late.
I know you told me.
Bylines are a dime a dozen.
I hear you. I hear you. Just give me the dough. I'll be back with my story on time, or I'll kill myself. How's that?
Oh, that seems fair and reasonable. I like your attitude.
He's a lovely guy, Hastings. He's so dependable. If he says he's going to break your neck, you can depend on it. I'd stuck my neck out for breaking, and I knew it. How I got the 500 out of that heart of gold, I'll never know, but I had it, cash in my pocket. And if you don't think I was worried, you're crazy. I ran all the way back to Louis' saloon. When I got there, a drunk was hanging on the jukebox. Louis was behind the bar. In front of the bar, nobody.
What's the matter, Randy? You don't look so good.
That girl that was here, where is she, Louis?
Yeah, she left about 5 minutes ago.
Oh, no.
Yeah, she told me to be sure and tell you something. What the heck was it?
Yeah, Louis, what the heck was it?
Oh, she said to tell you she's coming back. She said, tell him I'll meet him here at exactly 10 minutes to 12.
10 minutes to 12? I can't wait that long.
Yeah, let's have it bad when it's there.
I'd like to boil her in oil. I got a deadline to meet. It won't wait. I'd stake my job on that little dame.
Hey, Louie, I'm all out of nickels.
Don't bother me.
If I could only find her, Louis, I'd find her. I don't even know her name.
It's Callahan.
Huh?
Mary Callahan.
You know her?
Sure. She's a nice kid, so don't yap about her in my saloon. I used to be friends with her brother, Danny Callahan. Got shot a couple of months ago.
Wait a minute. Say that again. This girl's the sister of Danny Callahan?
Yeah.
The Danny Callahan that was shot by Marty Crane?
I and a lot of other people around here say he was murdered by Mary Crane. Smart lawyer got him off on self-defense.
Yeah. I know that story. I also know I gotta find that girl. She's walking around somewhere with my future in her mean little hand.
NBC is bringing you Night Beat, starring Frank Lovejoy as Randy Stone. The chimes are ringing and laughing in anticipation of the riotous antics promised by two favorites in your NBC fall lineup. The first is Bob Hope, and he returns to the air over most of these NBC stations on Tuesday, October 3rd, with more laughs and timely satire in the unique rapid-fire Hope style. The day after Bob Hope's return, the hilarious quiz game You Bet Your Life makes its NBC debut, featuring that master of the ad-lib and clever quip, Groucho Marx. Bob Hope, October 3rd, and Groucho Marx, October 4th. And now back to Night Beat and Randy Stone.
I was in the soup and it was hot and I didn't like it. If Mary Callahan was telling the truth, if Marty Crane really had been murdered, some other paper was sure to smell out the story while I was cooling my heels in Louis' bar. My editor would scream like a banshee and I'd be sweating out unemployment, all because I took the word of a little blue-eyed stool pigeon who promised to sell out Marty Crane's murderer for $500. I had the 500 in my pocket. I think I must have put my brains in my pocket, too. Louis stood there watching me burn.
I don't get you, Randy. What are you sore at Mary about? Like I told you, she's a nice kid.
Maybe you don't know her like I do.
What did she do to you?
She welched on a deal. She said she'd wait for me right here.
She said she'd be back. I told you that. She'll be back.
At midnight.
10 hours.
Well, I can't wait. I got a deadline to beat. No story.
It's barely an hour till midnight, Randy.
You don't know how mad Hastings can get in an hour. Some other paper scoops me out on that story. I'm a has-been. Oh, that dame, I could kill her.
I repeat, she's a nice kid.
Yeah. Look, Louis. This brother of hers that Marty Crane shot. Mary like him?
Sure. She was crazy about him.
It's unbelievable.
What do you mean? He was a nice guy.
I don't mean that. I mean, it's unbelievable what some people will do for money.
I don't follow your conversation.
Well, don't try. I gotta find that girl. Any idea where she'd go?
I don't know. Maybe she went home.
Where's home? You know where she lives?
Yeah, but in the mood you're in, I don't know if I ought to tell you.
Come on, Louis. I won't hit her. I'd like to, but for you, I'll skip the pleasure. I give you my word. After some gentle but firm persuasion, Louis took my word and gave me her address. I didn't have any trouble with the carpets in that place. There weren't any. Up 4 flights of stairs, it groaned and shuddered with every step. The light in the hall was so dim I had to strike a match to read the number on the door. It checked with the one Louis gave me, so I knocked. I heard someone shuffle across the room inside. The door opened. A little old woman stood there peering at me. Before she even said anything, just the look in her eyes told me that everything wasn't quite right with her.
I can't see you very well. Are you someone I know?
I'm afraid not. I'm looking for Mary Callahan.
Are you a friend of Mary's?
Well, yes. Is she here?
I'm Mary's mother. Won't you come inside?
Oh, thank you. My name is Randy Stone, Mrs. Callahan. I'm sorry to call so late.
Please
but...
sit down.
No, thank you, really. I can't stay. I just wanted to speak to Mary. Is she home?
I'm worried about Mary. Are you a friend of Danny's?
No, I didn't know that.
Oh, that's too bad. Danny was such a nice boy to know.
I'm very anxious to see Mary, Mrs. Callahan. Isn't she here?
No.
You have any idea where I can find her?
Did you say you knew Danny?
No, I didn't know Danny.
Danny's dead, you know. I expect you read about him in the paper.
Yeah.
It wasn't true. Danny couldn't have tried to kill anyone. Not Danny. It was the lawyer that made people think he did. What was that lawyer's name?
Palmer. Leonard Palmer.
Yes, of course, Leonard Palmer. He's not dead, is he? He's a very clever man. What was it you wanted to know about Mary?
I'm trying to find her. I've got to talk to her.
She was here.
When? How long ago?
Not long. She only stayed a minute.
You know where she went?
That's a picture of Danny right there. He is a fine-looking boy, isn't he?
Yes, you bet he is.
Yes. And he was a brave boy. He knew things about Marty Crane. That's why Crane shot him. Then that lawyer made everybody believe that Danny had tried to shoot him first. Such a clever man. What was his name?
Please, Mrs. Callahan, did Mary say where she was going?
She said she had an appointment with someone at 12 o'clock, and if she was late, I shouldn't worry. But I am worried.
Well, the appointment was with me. I was hoping I could catch her before that.
Oh, that's sad. Maybe she's still at Mr. Green's.
Mr. Green's?
I remember she said something about going by Mr. Green's to pick up something. My memory isn't very good since then.
Where is Mr. Green's?
There's a pawn shop down the street. That's where Danny was killed, you know. Mr. Green's pawn shop.
Mr. Green's pawn shop was closed up and dark, but way in the back I could see a sliver of light under the door. I made a lot of racket with the front door, and finally the one in back opened, and Mr. Green came staggering towards me. At first, I thought he was drunk. But when he let me in, I got a good look at him. I knew different. He'd been beaten half to death.
Who are you? What do you want?
Well, you better sit down. You don't look like you're going to make it. Who did this to you?
Nobody. I don't know. I don't know anything.
You didn't beat yourself up like that. Who did it?
What do you want here? Who are you?
I'm looking for Mary Callahan. Her mother said she was coming here.
I was afraid maybe you...
Go on. Afraid maybe I was what?
Yeah, Mary was here a little while ago.
I keep on just missing. She didn't say where she was going, did she?
No, she didn't say anything about that, I remember. All I remember, she told me after tonight, I won't have to worry anymore. I won't have to be afraid.
Afraid of what?
You're not from the police, are you?
No. I told you. Mrs. Callahan sent me here. I'm looking for Mary. Why don't you tell me what happened to you? Who beat you up? What are you afraid of?
They tell me to leave town or I'll get worse next time. How can I leave? I've never been anyplace else. Where would I go?
Who is they?
Marty Crane's boys.
Marty Crane? What have you got to do with him? Oh, wait a minute. He shot Danny Callahan here in your shop, didn't he?
Yeah. Yeah, he murdered Danny right here in this room. And I seen him do it, but I couldn't. Said he would kill me if I did. But I don't care anymore. I might as well get it over with. Might as well be dead as the way I am. Where could I go?
Now, you listen to me. You try to pull yourself together. You're going to be all right, I promise you. Now, right now, I've got to know if Marty Crane did this to you. Was he here tonight? Did you see him?
I don't know. Maybe he was. 3 or 4, maybe
was
4.
Was Crane one of them? I've got to know.
It happened so fast, he might have been, but I don't know. I can't remember.
I got the poor old guy to bed and went back to Louie's place. I didn't know what else to do. It was 20 to 12 and I was nowhere. I called Hastings. He gave me what was left of his mind. Either I got right in there with the story or I needn't bother to get in at all. Somehow I didn't care much. I kept thinking about that poor crazy Mrs. Callahan and Danny and that old beaten man. Louie poured me a beer and I was wondering how I could drown myself in it when a cab pulled up in front and Mary Callahan got out. She stood at the door and motioned me to come outside.
Well, did you get the money?
Yes, I got it.
Cash?
Yeah, but you're a little late.
What do you mean? You're not going to back out. Not now, you can't.
I'm all out of time. I got a deadline to beat. I staked my job on your story.
I've staked my life on it. You'll have your story in 10 minutes. I swear you will. Please get in the cab.
All of a sudden, I don't know if I want the story, job or no job.
What are you giving me?
I went out looking for you tonight. I found a lot of things that are hard to believe, like your mother and a little guy named Green.
You're wasting time.
I guess my guts aren't as strong as yours, but after what I've seen, I think anybody who would kill Marty Crane is a hero. I don't get you at all. Your mother's half off her head, your own brother is dead, and you tell who killed a skunk like Crane for a lousy $500.
I don't care what you think of me. I didn't ask you to like me. That wasn't in the deal. I said I'd prove Crane was dead, and I'd tell you who killed him. You said you'd pay me $500 for it. I'm ready to keep my word. Now, what are you going to do?
Okay. Go on, get in the cab. The cab took us to one of Crane's nightclubs, the Coronet Club. I followed Mary upstairs to an office with a door marked private. She told me to wait, then she went over and knocked on the door. I heard a girl laughing as the door opened, and there stood the dead man. Marty Crane himself in person, alive and leering.
Well, Mary Callahan, right on time.
Yeah, right on time.
You know, I was surprised when you called, said you wanted to see me. I'm even more surprised you kept our appointment. But pleasantly so. Come on in, dear.
Wanted to be crowded? Well, I wanted to see you alone.
Yes, of course. Doris was just leaving, weren't you, darling?
Oh, but naturally. You say so, darling. They're all yours, honey. Let's hope you're fleet-footed.
That's enough, Doris. I'll call you later, maybe.
I won't hold my breath.
Shall we go inside?
Yeah, sure.
No, I don't get it.
Well, hello.
No, hello.
What can I do for you?
Oh, not a thing.
Oh, it's too bad. You looking for somebody up here?
No, not anymore. That was Marty Crane I just saw, wasn't it?
Sure was.
Would you say there was anything dead about him?
Oh, Marty dead?
Hmm.
Oh, no, not Marty. I'm dead about him. He's the life of the party, that guy. Almost too alive to suit me. He's... What's going on around
Get
here?
out of my way, will you?
For criminy sakes, what's going on?
Mary.
Yeah.
Mary, you crazy kid.
There's your story, Randy Stone. He's dead, isn't he?
Yeah, he's dead.
And it's plain to see who did it, isn't it?
Why, Mary? Why did you do it?
I had to. Somebody had to. I've been wanting to even up with him for a long time. But I had to have that $500 first. I had a hard time figuring out how to get it. But it's mine now, isn't it?
What good is it going to do you now?
It's going to save my neck. The same way he saved his when he killed Danny. It was self-defense. Nobody saw it happen. Danny Palmer is a very clever man. He can prove it was self-defense, and I've got his price. $500. Cash. In advance.
Well, I'll make my deadline. We'll scoop the town. Hastings is a happy man, but I'm not. I wonder who's going to have to tell Mary that she's not going to get away with it. I don't like the story. I wish it had never happened. But it's written, and a lot of people will read it, and in a couple of weeks it'll be forgotten. Only I'll remember, and I'll always wish I'd known first what was really going on behind those scared blue eyes. Copy, boy.
Oh, just a minute, Frank. You know we have a distinguished newspaper woman here as our guest tonight.
I certainly do, Don. Miss Agnes Underwood, the only woman city editor of a metropolitan newspaper in the entire United States.
Not only is she the city editor of the Los Angeles Herald-Express, Frank, but Miss Underwood has also written a book.
I know that, too. It's called Newspaper Woman, telling about her own experiences as a reporter. Welcome to radio, Miss Underwood. It's an honor to share a microphone with you.
Thank you, Frank. But tonight I'm the one who's handing out the honors.
Oh?
Sincerely, Frank, on behalf of Theta Sigma Phi, National Fraternity for Women in Journalism, may I present you with this scroll and our compliments for your honest and convincing portrayal of a newspaperman on this show, Night Beat. Also, honors from the profession to both you and Miss Patricia Neal for your portrayals of a newspaperman and newspaperwoman in the Warner Brothers motion picture, Three Secrets.
Well, thank you, Miss Underwood. Thank you very much.
And Frank,
Mm-hmm.
that's Aggie to a co-worker.
Okay, Aggie. And I know Pat Neal will be just as thrilled as I am with the award.
Good night, Frank.
Good night, Aggie.
Night Beat, starring Frank Lovejoy, is produced and directed by Warren Lewis and edited by Larry Marcus. Tonight's story was written by Marty Wilkinson, with music by Frank Worth. Portions were transcribed. The part of Mary was played by Betty Moran. Others in tonight's cast were Peggy Weber, Larry Dobkin, Lou Krugman, Jack Crucian, and Stan Waxman. Frank Lovejoy will next be seen in Milton Sperling's production Three Secrets, released by Warner Brothers. Listen next week at this time and every week as Randy Stone searches through the city for the strange stories waiting for him in the darkness. Night Beat came to you from Hollywood. Three chimes mean good times on NBC. The chimes ring for two favorites returning to the NBC Tuesday night lineup tomorrow. Fibber McGee and Molly will be back at 79 Wistful Vista with all their delightful guests. And Art Linkletter returns with a host of contestants ready and willing to prove that people are funny. That's McGee and Molly and People Are Funny, tomorrow night. This is NBC, the national broadcasting company.
Night Beat.
Hi, this is Randy Stone. I cover the Night Beat for the Chicago Star. My stories start in many different ways. This one began in the shattering turmoil of a manhunt and ended in the quietness of the morgue.
Night Beat, starring Frank Lovejoy as Randy Stone.
People are always telling me how lucky I am to have a job where all I've got to do is walk around Chicago at night looking for a story. It's a dandy little job, sure. All you need's a pneumonia jacket, an extra set of arch supports, and a goodly supply of penicillin, and you're all set. The city at night. Fascinating. That old nose for news, frozen stiff and ready to fall off. Those eagle eyes so watery and bloodshot from the wind they wouldn't serve a self-respecting canary. Yes, sir, it's lovely work if you can get it. And brothers and sisters, have I got it. Oh, I guess I was just bitter. I'd walked from the Loop to the near north side, waiting for a story to tap me gently on the shoulder, and so far it was no hits, no runs, and no errors. The streets were empty. Everybody was home hugging a radiator. And then, far away, I heard that lonely blues in the night sound, a police siren. And then another. And another. And then it seemed like there was a whole chorus of sirens singing about what a cruel, cruel world it all was. And then one siren separated itself from the rest and came closer. A prowl car coming down the street, stopping just a few yards away from me, and a police officer jumping out of it and hurrying to a call box. The officer passed under the street lamp, and I saw the excited look on his face, and I thought, all right, Stone, you lucky dog, let's go to work.
This is Malachek. Yeah, okay, we're on our way over there right now. Right.
Officer, just a second.
What do you want, mister?
What's up? Sounds like every squad car in the city's on the loose.
Look, I got no time, mister. Read it in the papers tomorrow.
Oh, I never touch the stuff. Look, the name is Stone, Chicago Star.
Oh, reporter?
Well, mildly, that's a general call, isn't it?
I got no time to stand here, Gavin. I'll give it to you fast. Gig Sanders busted loose.
Sanders? Great. When and how?
Read it in your paper, Stone. All right, Crossan, let's move. They got him trapped.
Gig Sanders, two-time loser, a killer, loose in a city of 4 million people, and everyone his enemy. I hurried to a phone, checked with the police, and then drove over to that part of Chicago called the Badlands. That strange area belonging to every city, surrounded by business section, yet itself run down, deteriorated, filled with tenements and abandoned factories. It was there the police had thrown a cordon around a boarded-up building. My pass got me through and up to the front line, and Police Captain Earl.
Hello, Stone.
Oh, the hunt's on, huh?
I don't know. We'll see in a minute.
Sanders in that building?
Got a tip he would be. Wait a second. All right, Billings. Turn the searchlight on the building. Keep 2 of them on the roof. Run the others back and forth.
Right.
Sticking around, Stone?
Yeah, I guess so. You sure Sanders is in there?
No, but we couldn't afford to pass up the tip.
The tip? Where'd it come from?
No, it's just a phone call. But Sanders knew this neighborhood like the back of his hand, likely to be here.
Captain Ireland, ready with the speaker now.
Okay, bring it here. Malachek.
There's quite a crowd gathered for the kill.
Yeah, making it tough for us. Sanders is armed like an artillery corps, and if he's in there...
Yeah, I see what you mean. How'd he get away?
Haven't got the full details yet, but he was being taken to the death house. Killed a cop.
He's a nice boy.
Here you are, Captain.
Okay. All right. Here it goes.
Sanders? Sanders! Listen to me! There's no way out of that building that isn't covered. Come out with your hands in the air. We'll give you 20 seconds. Hear that, Sanders? 20 seconds. We'll count them off for you.
And what if he doesn't show?
Tear gas first, then we'll go in after him.
Mm-hmm. If he comes out with his hands up, he goes to the death house. And if he doesn't...
He'll come out. Rats always believe there's a chance to beat the chair.
Well, his life is hope.
No sign of him. Malachek, come here.
Yes, sir.
Take the microphone. When I give the signal, start counting off 20 seconds.
Yes, sir.
You're giving him more than 20 seconds.
Not him, the crowd. They won't push in so close when the counting starts.
Oh, look at them. Look at those faces. Perfectly normal human beings for 23 and a half hours of the day. Give them something like this for 30 minutes and they become a mob. Waiting, watching, hoping for the kill.
People, Randy, want to change them?
Yeah, sure. We'll retool and put out a nice new 8-cylinder model with a convertible soul.
Get ready, Malachek.
Yes, sir.
Captain, there's my story.
Sanders?
Oh, no. That's for the front page, boys. That mob, that's my story. Look at that young couple right over there. Look at those two. They're hoping Sanders will come out shooting.
Otherwise, they'll want their money back, huh?
I suppose so. I'll see you later.
Where are you going?
I want to stand by that couple and listen to them.
All right. Malachek, start counting. But warn him first. Once more.
Sanders. We're going to start counting right now. Come out with your hands in the air or we'll cut you in half when we come in after you. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I edged my way behind the young couple. They looked so nice and so human. But here they were, the same as all the rest.
9.
Go back just a little over 1,000 years, put on a toga, and take a seat in the Colosseum at Rome. Have a great day watching the gladiators butcher each other. Cheer for the lions, or, if you prefer people, cheer for the slave to kill the lion.
17.
Makes no difference. It's all the same holiday. Somebody gets killed.
20.
And then it started.
Let him have it!
It was all over in a few moments. The tear gas, the police rushing in with their masks on, the crowd straining forward to get a glimpse of Sanders. But there was no Sanders, and the police came up.
Nobody in there, Captain Ireland.
He must have been.
No, sir, not at all. We've covered every inch.
I watched the crowd, and strangely enough, there was relief on their faces, and even a little shame that they'd hoped for the kill. But the young couple in front of me.
He wasn't there, Ken. He wasn't there.
I know. Come on. Let's get out of here, quick.
Yeah, I'm sick.
Evie, hold on to me. Let us through, please. Let us through.
Yeah, here, this way. Come on. Will you clear the way, please?
She's sick, mister.
Maybe it's a natural reaction to disappointment.
Huh?
Nothing. Come on. We'll get through this way. Will you let us through, please? Excuse me, will you, please? Thank you.
She's got to sit down, mister. She's got it.
Okay. Here's my car. Let her get in here.
Kenny wasn't there. He's loose.
Never mind. Come on, baby. I'll get you home.
You better let me drive him.
No. We'll be all right.
Ken, I'm sick.
Just a little while, Evie. We'll be home.
Look, fella, it's easy to see what's the matter. She can't walk home in her condition.
It ain't far.
A block would be too far. I'll get a cab.
No. I don't want anybody around us.
Don't want anybody around you? That's a laugh. You bring her out here to this. Why didn't you take her on a nice tour through the packing house?
Shut up. What right you got to talk like that?
The founding fathers gave it to me.
You don't know nothing about it. You don't know.
Ken, take me home.
Look, my car is still here. You're in no spot to refuse help, no matter what your reason. Now, come on.
Let him take his Kenny, please.
Come on. They live very close. It didn't take over 3 minutes to get to their tenement building. I wanted to take her to a hospital, but she refused. She refused in a way that made me look at her hard. And there was another thing, the way she reacted when the police found out Gig Sanders wasn't in the oil factory. Terror. That's what it was, sheer terror. And I helped her husband carry her up the stairs and into their meager little flat.
On the couch, mister.
Okay. There. Now, have you got a phone?
What for?
Call a doctor.
We ain't got a phone. But there's a drugstore.
No, Ken.
But, baby...
We gotta get out. We ain't got time for a doctor now. Just let me rest.
You're in no
Gotta get
condition
out.
to refuse the doctor.
I'm all right now.
Yeah, sure. It ain't gonna be for 3 weeks. That's what the doctor said.
3 weeks, and you drag her out to that great exhibition? Why didn't you...
Shut up. Told you before you didn't know nothing about it. Mind your own business and leave us alone. What are you looking like that for?
What's the matter with you, with both of you?
Nothing.
Oh, yes, there is. You're scared stiff. Of what?
Please go, like Kenny says. Leave us alone.
Well, let me phone for a doctor from the drugstore. I won't come back. Just a doctor.
Evie?
No, we ain't got time, Kenny. Don't you know that? We ain't got time. He's loose, Ken. He's loose.
Easy, baby, don't.
You're talking about Gig Sanders, aren't you? Why? Why are you afraid of him? Do you know him? Come on, what about a talk?
No, not to nobody.
You're scared of Sanders. Why?
Look, mister, you helped us, all right? Thanks. Now get out of here.
We gotta tell somebody.
I said nobody. You know what'll happen?
We gotta tell. Mister, who are you?
My name is Stone, Chicago Star.
Newspaper.
That frighten you?
Maybe he can help. Maybe he can.
Nobody can. You know that.
I'll tell him.
Evie, shut up.
It was Kenny who tipped the cops.
Evie.
I had to tell somebody. Maybe he can help.
That's the truth, Kenny?
Yeah. It was me tipped the cops.
That Sanders was in the factory?
I thought he might be, but he wasn't.
All right. Now tell me something else. How do you know so much about it? Come on, if you want me to help, I gotta know you're on the level, so tell me.
Tell him.
How do I know that he won't go straight to the police? How do I know that?
We gotta trust somebody. We gotta.
Can we trust anybody?
We'll try it and see.
Him and me in the same gang once. I did time, but I got out before he did. I went straight because...
Go ahead.
It was for me.
Oh. All right, now, how about the tip to the police? There'll be a reward, you know. Sanders is big time.
I didn't do it for no reward.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Mr. Stone, help us.
How? How can I help?
By getting out now and keeping your trap shut about
And that'll
me.
help? No, you'll be back where you started. Your wife knows that, or she wouldn't have asked me to help.
Gig'll come after us.
How would he know that you gave the information to the police?
He'll guess. We used that factory plenty of times for a hideout. Nobody else knew how to get in. There's a cellarway.
All right, let me ask you another question, Kenny.
What?
Why did you tip the police?
Gig hates me.
Why?
Kenny married me while Gig was still in the pen.
Oh, you were his girl.
No, I never was. I never was his girl at all. I was like everything else Gig liked. Everything was his, no matter who it belonged to. To him, a girl was like anything else. Guns, clothes. Anytime Gig Sanders wanted something, it was his. I never loved him. I told him, but he just laughed like what I felt didn't mean nothing.
I see, and now?
Now he's loose. He hates me because of Evie, and he's going to know I tipped the coppers. Mr. Stone, if it's the last thing he does, he's going to get us, Evie and me.
You are listening to Night Beat, starring Frank Lovejoy as Randy Stone.
Those kids were scared, plenty scared. I asked them the only question that made sense, and I got my answer.
Go to the police? Sure. A guy who serves time goes to the cops. He tells them he gave him a bum steer. They got every copper in Chicago around that factory while Gig gets away someplace else. Yeah, sure. They'd believe me, wouldn't they?
Well, try it. I'll go with you.
Listen, you don't know. I changed my name. I moved all over the state looking for a job. This is the only place I could get one. I had to come back here.
So what does that prove?
It'll be in the papers. He'll lose his job, Mr. Stone.
I can't do that. Not with Evie.
Then what do you want me to do?
Look, maybe if I give you a list of the places the coppers might find Gig, maybe you could tip him.
So what if he doesn't show up?
There ain't many places he can go.
Look, maybe by this time he's out, maybe even out of the state. He's killed an officer. He won't dare to stay here.
Gig, as long as he knows Evie and me are still alive, he'll stay. He hates me so much, he'll take that chance.
Does he know you live here?
No. I ain't even seen any of the old bunch at all. I moved around.
Always moving. Keep away. Mr. Stone, go to the police.
But don't tell him nothing about me.
Will you get it through your head that they'll protect you?
Even so, Gig's got friends. If they find out it was me...
All right, yeah.
So you gotta go to the police.
All right. Where's the drugstore?
Right at the corner. You'll see it.
All right, stay right here. Keep your door locked until I get back. It was a short 2 minutes to the corner drugstore. I put in my call and started back to the flat. The street was quiet, deserted. The dirty tenements a solid block of ugliness against the night. I reached the tenement entrance, and I was just about to start up the steps.
Hey, pal.
Huh?
Don't turn around. Stand nice and quiet. That's it.
What is this, a holdup?
Sure, a holdup. Now listen to me. Take out a cigarette.
What?
Take out a cigarette. That's it. Now light it. Act natural. Good. Now?
Where are you?
In your car at the curb, smart boy.
What?
Don't turn around, I said. Take a look up and down the street.
I am.
Coppers?
No.
Okay. Now come here to the car. You're gonna do like I tell you, understand?
What do you want? Who?
You know who I am, Stone.
Yeah, I guess I do.
Listen, I'm going up to that flat you come.
Don't do it, Sanders.
Sure, I'm gonna do it. This gun says I can do it.
Leave the two kids alone.
Yeah, all alone.
You're wasting time, Sanders. Time you could use to better advantage.
Sure. Now step back a couple of feet. I'm getting out. Just stand there. Keep smoking a cigarette. Walk ahead of me. Straight in that house. Move. Stop here.
Sanders, you're not going to do this and still have time to get away.
Real concerned about me, ain't you? Don't worry, I'm a big boy.
All right, give him a break.
Sure, like they was going to give me. Now listen, you're going back up to that flat. You're going to knock on the door and you're going to tell them to let you in. That clear?
What if I don't?
So be a hero. I'll get in anyway. It's just easier this way. Okay?
All right.
So let's go.
The slow walk up the stairs was a nightmare. I walked down the hall toward the flat. The flat where those two kids waited behind a door that they thought would keep the terror and death away from them. And then?
Knock.
Who is it?
Answer.
Sanders, please don't do it.
You can answer him.
Who is it?
Answer.
It's Stone, Kenny, but I...
It was a long time.
Inside. Shut her up or I will.
Evie, don't.
You Stone. Lock that door. All right, Kenny boy. Over on the couch.
Gig, don't hurt Evie. She's gonna have...
I see, yeah. Congratulations.
Listen to me.
Shut up. Stone.
What?
Get over to the couch. On your way, turn out the light. And stay in line with the window so I can see against the street lamp. Now sit down. We'll talk.
You gonna listen to me, Gig?
Sure, I'm a wonderful listener. Only make it good and funny, huh?
Even me fell in love, Gig. You ain't gonna blame us for that.
Evie and you fell in love. You think I worried about that? You think I cared what she did? Nah. It's what you done tonight.
He was afraid, Sanders. Afraid that you'd come after him because of Evie.
I thought about it, mister. Yeah, plenty. But I figured let it go. It ain't worth it. But this tonight is something different. Turning student.
You'll never get out of Chicago, Sanders. Every cop in the city will be looking for you.
It's nothing new to me. Now you, Kenny boy. You did tip the coppers, didn't you?
Gig, listen.
We're nothing.
You haven't got a chance, Sanders.
No chance? I always got a chance. My luck's good. You know why I wasn't in that factory, Kenny boy? Because my luck held. I had to get some dough first. And you know where I was? In that crowd, just standing there watching.
You were in the crowd?
Yeah, like watching my own funeral, only the coffin was empty. And I saw you and Evie, Kenny. That's how I knew where the tip come from.
All right, you're smart, Sanders. Now be smarter. You got us where you want us. We can't make a move, but if you kill us, you'll kill the time you need to get away.
I got ways. Like I come here. I followed you in a cab, then hid in your parked car. Now, ain't that smart? Evie, you ain't said nothing.
Gig. You gonna kill us?
Yeah, I'm gonna kill you.
Sanders, you said your luck held. It can't hold forever. What you're doing now is giving the police minute after minute to catch up with you, and they will sooner or later. You killed an officer, Sanders. You know what that means?
Him or me, it had to be that way.
Doesn't have to be this way.
This way?
What Kenny done was to save Evie's life and the baby's, right or wrong. That's why he did it. What would you have done to save your own life?
I killed a cop that saved my life. That answer you?
Yes, I guess it does.
So it makes sense. That's a radio there by you, ain't it?
Yeah.
Send it on. We're all gonna sit here and wait for the news. We're gonna see how I'm making out.
We sat in the semi-darkness of the room. The only light came from the window that faced the street. Then the 11 o'clock news broadcast came on.
Meeting tomorrow will tell us more. Tonight in Chicago, the city's manhunt goes on for Gig Sanders, convicted and sentenced killer. Acting on an anonymous tip, the police surrounded the old Phillips factory, but Sanders had not been there or had escaped before the curtain could be drawn tightly. Meanwhile, rewards totaling $2,800 have been offered.
Shut it up. 2,800. A real nice nest egg, huh, Kenny boy?
It wasn't any reward.
There is now.
Sanders.
What do you want, Stone?
You said you were smart.
So, what are you getting at?
Maybe you forgot one thing.
Yeah?
You came here in a cab.
So?
Did the driver get a look at your face?
Don't give me that. The cops would be here long before now.
Oh, no, Sanders. Only about a half hour has gone by since they tried for you in the factory. Figure it out. By the time the cab driver reports, by the time the police check...
Shut up.
You're wasting time. You got half a chance if you take it.
Yep. Yeah. I guess you talked me into it. Okay, I'll get going.
Gig. No. Please. No.
Gig, not Evie, not the baby.
The baby? Evie? I could have been rotting in that factory by now.
What satisfaction will you get from this, Sanders?
Satisfaction? Everything in the world.
You were friends.
Yeah, friends. Did you tell him how good friends we were, Kenny? Did you tell him how we played in the same dirty, stinking streets? How we ate the same slop in the orphan asylum? Did you tell him all that?
Gig.
Yeah, did you tell him how I was always the one to get Kenny out of jams when we were kids? They tell you that, Stone?
No, but you're thinking of it. Remember it.
I am. Oh, I am.
All Kenny wanted was a decent life.
Even if it cost mine, huh?
He wanted to live for his wife and their baby.
And I want to live.
For what?
You shouldn't have said that, Stone. I didn't have nothing against you till you said that. I was going to death house when I busted loose. I figured a million ways to get away, and I took the chance when it come. I killed a cop. And I know what happens to a cop killer. I know. Yeah, they're coming. I guess you were right about that cabby. The minute the cop will all be set up and ready to get me. Yeah, but I killed a cop. That's how bad I wanted to live. But nobody wants me to. Nobody. You hear? Nobody.
Listen, Sanders.
You listen. A couple of weeks ago, there was a leopard loose. You know what the people said? You know, Stone?
Yes, I know. They felt sorry for the leopard.
That's right. Everybody wanted that leopard taken alive. Nobody wanted it killed but me. I'm a human being, and they want to see me cut to pieces.
Maybe because that's all the difference in the world between you and that animal.
Is there? You're going to tell me the leopard would know better if he killed to get away? Well, I don't. No, because that's the way I learned to live.
Because you didn't want any other way, Sanders. Because it was the easiest way. You grew up in a gutter. You never wanted to get out of it. Other men did.
I ain't other men. I'm Gig Sanders. Gig Sanders.
Gig, they're all around. You ain't got a chance.
Yeah, and that's dandy for you. Just what you want.
No, Gig. No, I swear it ain't.
You swear. Now, you listen. I'm going out. Yeah, but not with my hands up. And I ain't gonna die alone.
Sanders, don't. Do one last decent thing. Let these kids alone.
Gig, listen. I'll go with you.
Kenny, no.
Gig, I'll go with you. It'll be you and me again like it always was. I'll help you get away. We can do it together, Gig. We always used to, me and you, remember?
You're crazy, Kenny. If they think you're going out with him, you won't have a chance. They'll cut you down with him. You won't.
Kenny, stay here.
I gotta do it, Evie. You gotta see that. I have to do it. Gig, you want to kill me, all right. I'll be dead if that's what you want, but I'm going out with you. I got a gun.
Kenny, put it down. Don't.
So you got a gun. You got a gun. All right, shoot me. Why don't you shoot me?
I could have. Any time we were sitting here.
But you didn't. You was always soft, Kenny boy. You see, Stone, that's the difference between him and me.
Then shoot me. Go ahead, kill me now. But even if you don't, I'm going out with you, Gig.
Kenny, you're not talking sense.
Sanders, we know you're in there. Sanders, this is Captain Ireland. Listen to me. Sanders.
I'm listening, copper.
Sanders, there are innocent people in that building. We'll give them time to clear. If you've got any human decency left in you, wait before you do anything. But I warn you, Sanders, come out with your hands in the air.
What are you going to do?
You know what I'm going to do? Coppers! Coppers, I'm coming out! Right out the front door. Tell everybody else to stay in. Tell them.
All right, Sanders, but with your hands up. Now listen, people. Stay in your rooms, lie down on the floor, and stay away from windows and doors.
I'm coming, coppers.
They'll kill your Gig.
Sanders, go out with your hands in the air.
Oh, sure. Now, Evie, Kenny.
Gig.
Sanders.
Do it then, Gig. Do it and get it over with.
Kenny boy, get where I can see your face.
Think what you're doing, Sanders.
Shut up, son. And the light by the window. Now, let me look at you. You said you'd go out with me.
Yeah.
Kenny, don't lie to me now. Don't lie now.
I'll go with you, Gig.
Swear it's the truth, Kenny. Swear it's the truth.
I don't have to swear it, Gig. You're looking at me.
Yeah. Okay. I'm going out alone.
And what about Kenny, Evie?
They can rot in this stinking world. They can rot. Not me. I'm going out. I'm going out and meet all the coppers in Chicago.
Gig, stay where you are.
He's gone. He's gone.
Sanders, come out with your hands up.
Hello, coppers!
That was $2,800 lying down there, Kenny. If I could help pick it up.
I don't want it.
You had all the chance in the world. Why didn't you kill him?
I couldn't. Gig Sanders was my brother.
Now it's almost dawn again, and I've written another story. It's a story that began a long time ago when a man looked up and answered a question with another question. Am I my brother's keeper? There's an answer to that, and our society has made it. Yes, you are your brother's keeper, but the kept must be worthy of the keeping. Copy, boy.
Night Beat, a new dramatic series, stars Frank Lovejoy as Randy Stone. Tonight's story was written by Russell Hughes. Night Beat is edited by Larry Marcus and directed by Warren Lewis. Music by Frank Worth. Others in tonight's cast were Ted DeCorsia, Georgia Ellis, Shepard Menken, Louis Haight, Herb Ellis, and Alan Slate. Frank Lovejoy will next be seen in Milton Sperling's production Rock Bottom, released by Warner Brothers. Throughout the week, NBC brings you the very best adventure mystery dramas on the air. You'll hear action-packed, fast-moving plots to hold your interest right up to the smashing climax on NBC's thrilling mystery shows. During these stellar programs, you'll hear mystery and intrigue, adventure and high-tension drama. Match your powers of observation against the best in detective fiction in solving crimes and unraveling intrigue. There's fast-moving action to lift you from beside your radio into the romantic land of mystery and adventure. These exciting dramas are as interesting as tomorrow's race results today. And you'll hear them every night over most of these NBC stations. Remember, if it's mystery and adventure dramas you're tuned for the best on NBC. Listen next week at this same time and every week as Randy Stone searches through the city for the strange stories waiting for him in the darkness. The stories that come out of the shadows to find their way into Night Beat. Tomorrow, Fred Allen joins Bob Hope. Now, Jack Benny's on NBC.
Night Beat.
Hi, this is Randy Stone. I cover the Night Beat for the Chicago Star. Stories start in many different ways. This one began with a girl fighting for her life in the rapids of a rushing stream and ended in the quiet depths of a poisoned cup.
Night Beat, starring Frank Lovejoy as Randy Stone.
A guy in my business has to take his vacation whenever he can get it. And the best I could get was a string of short weekends at a little resort town called Paradise Lake. It's only a few hours' drive from Chicago with lots of woods and streams. It's a lovely spot located just outside my income. It was after one of these weekend, if you'll pardon the expression, vacations, that I was heading for Chicago in time to get back on the job that night. I checked out of my rented cabin and had just crossed the bridge over Rocky Creek when suddenly I saw her. I jammed on the brakes. The girl lay on the edge of the road unconscious, my front wheels almost touching her. Hey, you, what's the matter? I got out of the car and ran over to her. The late afternoon sun gleamed on her wet, disheveled hair, and she was soaking wet. I could see tracks where she'd climbed up from the rapids below to the edge of the road. I chafed her wrists and slapped her hands a little. Hey, wake up. Can you hear me? What happened? Come on, baby, snap on it.
Oh.
That's the girl.
Oh, no.
You look like you've been half drowned, beautiful. Well, she's still out. Well, better get you into my chariot before you catch pneumonia. If some other car finishes you off. Up we go. Funny how silk clings when it's wet. I went back to my cabin, I got her inside and put her on the sofa. Then I started the fire in the fireplace and got the oil stove going in the kitchen. Eagle Scout Stone was doing his good deed for the day. I'd be late for the office tonight, but she looked as though it might be worth it.
Who's in there?
I came out of the kitchen and saw that she was sitting up, her big gray eyes wide and a little dazed.
Who are you? Where am I?
The name is Randy Stone. Drink this.
What?
Go on. St. Bernard would have brandy, but on my salary, you'll have to settle for this. Drink it down.
How did I get here?
We'll exchange questions later. All right, now, down the hatch. That's the girl.
Oh, I'm soaked.
Better pull this blanket around you. There.
I'll be warm in a minute.
No, you're shivering. You better wrap it a little tighter.
You can let go.
Oh. Oh, yeah, I'll put some more wood in the fire. What's your name?
Pat Torrance.
What did you do, slip and fall into the creek?
Fall?
Now, don't tell me you were in swimming, or is that a new style in French bathing suits?
No, I didn't fall.
All right, easy now. Now, what happened?
I was pushed.
You were what?
She pushed me. She tried to kill me.
The girl got up, one hand at her throat, her eyes wide with frightened memory. The blanket fell away from her shoulders, revealing a lovely outline all the way down.
I remember. I was standing on that high bank overlooking the rapids.
Yeah? Well, who did it? Who was she?
I'd better go. Thanks for...
Whoa, no, wait a minute. Whoa, no, take it easy. Get warm first. You'll get sick.
I really must go. Francine's probably worrying about what's happened to me. I've got to get back.
Francine?
Francine Moore. We have a cabin on the lake.
Oh, I must have been blind to have missed you all the time I've been here.
We just got in today.
Oh, I see. Well, whoever pushed you in certainly didn't lose any time, did she?
I'd rather not talk about it.
Maybe I better drive over to your cabin and get your girlfriend to bring over some dry clothes and then round up a cop on the way back.
Oh, no. No, please, not the police.
What's everybody got against the police? Why not?
Not right now, anyway. I want to talk to Uncle Ben first. Her father.
Uncle Ben?
Well, he's really not my uncle. I mean, well, he raised me when I was a kid. I owe him an awful lot.
Ben who?
Mason. He runs the hotel here, Paradise Inn.
Wait a minute. You mean Ben Mason's daughter, Margaret? Why would she want to kill you?
Because she hates me. Oh, I shouldn't have listened to Francine. She said I might get a chance to rest, to straighten things out in my own mind. Then when we get here, I find Marge already on the scene.
Yeah, but Pat, what makes you think it was Marge who pushed you?
Oh, it was her, all right. She's broken up my marriage, stolen my husband, and now she's tried to kill me.
Well, beautiful, all I can say is that any man who'd pass you up for Marge Mason is the kind of a guy who would marry Hetty Lamar for her money. Just what did happen?
Well, I'd been walking along the creek.
Mm-hmm.
Francine was busy getting the cabin fixed up, and I was going to the store. When I got to the little footbridge, I suddenly saw Marge standing there. I had no idea she'd be here at Paradise Inn.
Why, Pat, darling. Dad said you were here, but it didn't seem possible. You and Francine together. Ed's old girlfriend sharing cabin with you.
Francine Moore was never, as you put it, my husband's old girlfriend, and you know it.
Really, dear? Hasn't Francine ever mentioned it? Well, no matter. There comes a period in every man's life, but she was just a comma in his.
Why, you unscrupulous.
How naive can you get? Ed's played the field all his life, and he always will. You never really understood him.
I thought I understood you. I looked on you as if you were my own sister. I trusted you.
That's what Grace used to say about you.
Grace?
Yes, dear, Grace Rainey. Another member of Ed's harem. She's here at Paradise Lake, too, you know.
Grace Rainey? What do you mean?
Oh,
why
Dad
is she...
gave her a job as a hostess at the inn. The same big blonde cow. But you know Ed. He always did suffer from high blonde pressure.
Ed was never interested in Grace.
Wasn't he? Don't play innocent with me, darling. It's really jolly. You, Grace, Francine, and I, together once again in the old hometown.
Old home week.
All we need is Ed on the scene. And I shouldn't be surprised if he weren't on his way.
What? You mean he's coming here?
Come now, Pet. How corny can you get? Cut the act. You must have known he was planning to spend a few days here. Why else did you come?
To get away from him. From everything that reminded me of him.
Oh, please. Why don't you do the decent thing? Call it quits. Give him his divorce.
Why? So you can profit by what you've done to me?
I've tried to be patient with you. I've gone a long ways to try to reason.
Keep right on going. Don't ever let me see you again.
All right, Pat. If that's the way you want it. But if you insist on clinging to him like a spider just to spite me, you've only yourself to blame if anything happens.
What do you mean? Is that a threat?
Take it any way you wish. Any way you wish.
And Marge just walked away and left you there?
Yes.
Then how could she have pushed you?
Well, I don't know. She must have come back. There was no one else around.
Well, she had the motive, I suppose, but still...
It's like a bad dream. To think Marge could do a thing like that. We used to be so close. We were even brought up together when we were kids.
All right, now, all right. Everything will be all right. Use my shoulder if you want. You want a handkerchief?
Thanks. What did you say your name was?
Randy Stone.
Oh, you've been very sweet, Randy. I must be a sight to behold.
Well, on the contrary, you're a sight to be held.
Oh, I'll bet.
Oh, that's a lousy pun, isn't it?
Anyway, this fire's nice and pleasant.
Yeah. Say, maybe I better fix up something to keep you from catching cold.
Oh, I'll be all right.
No. I got some stuff left in the kitchen and in this bottle. I'll fix you a hot toddy.
Oh, don't bother, Randy.
It's no bother at all. After you drink this, I'll drive over to your cabin and get your friend Francine.
All right.
Where is your cabin?
Just past the inn across the road.
Mm-hmm. I'll have this ready in just a few seconds.
Well.
So we had some hot toddy together. I hadn't had all the ingredients, maybe, but at least the essentials were in it, and it wasn't too bad. I got her to tell me something about herself. Her struggles, her dreams, the telephone number. Suddenly I realized how late it was getting.
Late? Oh, golly, it is at that. Francine will be frantic.
Yeah, not to mention my boss when I get back to Chicago tonight.
Your boss?
Yeah, the night editor.
You mean you're a reporter?
Any objections?
Yes, you'll put this in the paper.
Oh, why not?
Oh, you mustn't. It'll hurt Uncle Ben. If he finds out what's happened between Marge and me, he'd be terribly upset.
Yeah, well, now look, dollface, you just watch your step and make sure you don't get any free publicity yourself in the obituary column. That'd really upset dear old Uncle Ben. Now, you sit right here until I get back. If Marge or whoever it was who pushed you in catches you alone, there's no telling what might happen. I guess I just never could understand the feminine psychology. Bunch of dames trying to bump each other off over a guy who was never any good to begin with. Give me a nice, clean, masculine murder any time. At least it makes some sense. I drove back toward the inn, following the road along the course of the stream. And then suddenly ahead of me, I saw a couple of flares burning and a car parked across the road with its headlights focusing on the rushing stream below. I pulled up. A big white sheriff's star was painted on the car's side. Some men were working along the edge of the stream, and a small crowd was watching. I got out, walked down the bank toward the edge of the creek. There were two girls standing at the edge of the crowd. One was a tall blonde who was crying softly, and the other was Marge Mason. Hiya, Marge.
Randy Stone.
What's going on?
They're dragging the creek.
Dragging it? What for?
They're trying to recover the body.
The body? Whose body?
A friend of ours. A girl named Pat Torrance.
I see. What happened?
Grace says she jumped in.
Yes, I saw her.
Oh, you did? When was this?
Just a short time ago. I was on my way back to the inn from the store when I heard her cry out. For a moment, I could see her face through the trees as she fell in. It was Pat.
Randy, this is Grace Rainey. She acts.
Yeah, I noticed.
Randy Stone, a reporter from Chicago, Gracie.
Oh? A reporter?
Couldn't you get help? Wasn't there anyone else around?
No. It was so dark. I didn't see anyone. And she couldn't swim. I knew she couldn't swim. She couldn't swim.
Grace can't either.
I can't act either. What makes you think she jumped?
This wasn't the first time she tried to commit suicide.
That's right.
How do you know that, Marge?
Why, her husband told me, Ed. Just a week ago, he tried to persuade her to go to a sanitarium and take treatment.
When did he tell you that?
Why, just this afternoon.
This afternoon?
Marge was talking to her on the phone when I ran in and told her what had happened. It was awful.
You mean talking to him long distance to Chicago?
Why, no, Mr. Stone. Ed Torrance got here this morning. He's right here in Paradise Lake.
NBC is bringing you Night Beat, starring Frank Lovejoy as Randy Stone. Gloom becomes a thing of the past on Tuesday, September 19th over most of these NBC stations when genial Art Linkletter returns to prove once again that people are funny. Check your blues at the door because there's no room for them in the merriment when the fortunate prize-winning contestants go through a wide variety of mad antics on People Are Funny. That date, September 19th. And it's important for another reason. It's the day that Fibber, McGee, and Molly and their delightful guests at 79 Wistful Vista will be back where the chimes are. NBC. And now back to Night Beat and Randy Stone.
Well, the police started dredging the creek at Paradise Lake for the body of Pat Torrance after her friend Grace Rainey said she'd seen it jump in. We stood around watching them search for the body, Grace and another of Pat's one-time gal friends, Marge Mason. So many girls involved in this mix-up, I was beginning to feel like a lone male at a ladies' seminary tea. I wondered if I should tell the gals that at this very moment Pat was sitting in my cabin alive and kicking.
Poor Pat.
Marge kept talking as we watched them drag the stream.
Complex. Ed said she even thought drivers were trying to run her down in the streets.
Well, why isn't Pat's husband here? Ed knows what's happened, doesn't he?
Yes, Marge told him on the phone.
I don't know why he isn't.
Say, which one of those officers is the sheriff?
You'll probably find the sheriff in their car up there, Mr. Stone, with a white star, you know, see?
Oh, yes. Thank you, Grace. Promise or no promise, I figured it was time to bring the law in on Pat's story that Marge or someone had tried to murder her. There was a solitary figure sitting in the sheriff's car. A heavy-set old dame built like a battleship and a voice to match.
Yeah, what is it?
I'm looking for the sheriff. Have you seen...
I'm the sheriff.
You?
Pick up your chin, mister. What do you want?
Well, I beg your pardon.
Yeah, I know. Well, I'm not the only woman sheriff in the world, Buster. There have been others. You're a stranger here, I take it.
Well, yes. My name is Stone from the Chicago Star.
Chicago Star, eh?
Yeah.
By thunder, every time you turn up a wet rock, you find a Chicago Star reporter underneath.
I don't understand what you mean.
Oh, you don't, eh? Now, look, Bob. I don't know how you got here so quick, or why you think a suicide in this county is important enough for the high and mighty Chicago Star to send a reporter.
Well, it's past.
But I don't care, see? And what's more, as far as I'm concerned, you can skedaddle right back to Chicago.
Yes, sir.
What's that?
I'm sorry, I'm just confused.
Well, you get no cooperation from my office, you understand?
Well, frankly, no.
I haven't forgotten those stories your paper printed about me during my campaign for office.
Well-
So I was a joke, eh? Ha! I didn't have a chance, did I?
Well, now, look, I'm sorry, but I personally didn't have a thing to do
Go
with
back and tell those morons who run your paper that Dolly Maynard was elected, in case they haven't found out yet.
Well, maybe it's caught
I'm
up with
with
the
their
movie.
machine politician, and as long as I'm in office, none of their hack reporters will get a single story out of me.
Yeah,
and
well,
what's
I
more,
think-
you go back.
What kind of a hen house had I gotten into here? Dames. Well, I left her there sputtering, her fuse still burning. If the sheriff of Paradise Lake indicated the local level of sanity, maybe it was just as well I kept my mouth shut as Pat had asked me to. So I drove on past Paradise Inn to Pat's cabin across the road. The light inside shone through the drawn blinds. Pat's roommate, Francine, was apparently still there. I got out, walked across the road, and up the short gravel path to the cabin door. I could hear voices as I approached.
Oh, how awful. How utterly awful. I know, Francine. It's hard for me to believe myself.
It was Pat.
Well, I'll get it. Randy.
I thought you said you'd stay put at my cabin.
Oh, forgive me, Randy. I just couldn't. I got so nervous there all by myself. Come in, won't you? Oh, Francine, this is the man who rescued me, Randy Stone.
Oh?
This is Francine Moore, my very best friend.
How many best friends can a girl have?
Oh, I'm so grateful for what you've done, Mr. Stone. Pat's my dearest little old friend, and if anything had happened to her...
Well, everybody else thinks something has happened to her.
What do you mean?
Well, when you hiked up the road, didn't you notice the crowd by the creek?
The creek? No.
Well, they're dragging it for your body.
My... Oh, no.
Oh, yes. How could you miss seeing it?
I didn't come over the road. I cut through the meadow. I didn't want anyone to see me all wet.
Oh.
Well, what are they... I mean, what makes them think that Pat is in the...
police.
No, not me, baby. They're already looking for you. When I came by, everybody thinks you jumped in.
Jumped in?
Yeah.
Pat, you didn't.
Of course not. I told you how it happened. I was pushed.
Well, Mr. Stone, did anyone see her? How would they know?
Well, Grace Rainey says she saw her.
Oh, Grace.
You mean she says she actually saw me jump in?
She seems to think she did.
Pat, darling, couldn't you have just slipped and thought
No,
perhaps
I tell you, I was pushed. I didn't just imagine it, Francine. Why do you look at me that way? Someone did push me deliberately.
Oh, now, darling, why don't you go to bed now? And in the morning, I'm sure we'll all have a more sensible outlook on everything. Listen, I'll fix you a cup of hot chocolate. Go on, dear. Go to bed.
Oh, Francine, you're a love. Good night, Randy. You've been wonderful. Thanks so much for everything.
Yeah, send me a medal. Good night, baby.
Poor dear Pat.
What does that mean?
What?
The way you said that.
Come into the kitchen. Oh, the poor darling has been under an awfully severe nervous strain the past month or two.
Did you know that Ed's here, too?
No.
Yeah, the Don Juan husband of hers, Marge, was talking to him.
Here? At Paradise Lake?
Yeah.
Well, why would he come here?
Well, he probably heard it was open season on dames.
Oh, no. Now, seriously.
Well, Pat seems to think it might be on account of Marge.
That's strange. Oh, would you like some hot chocolate?
No, thank you. No, thank you. I better be on my way now that Pat's in good hands. Nice to meet you, Francine.
See you again sometime, I hope.
Well, you never can tell. Good night.
Goodbye, Randy, and thanks again.
I went back to my car. I got in. I lit a cigarette. I sat there for a while, wondering where Ed Torrance had been when Pat was pushed into the creek. There are a lot of things I began to wonder about Ed. What kind of vitamins did a guy have to eat to get into his league? I was about to turn on my lights and start back to the inn to find him when I saw the dim figure of a girl stealing around from the back of the cabin. It was Pat. I opened the car door quietly. The dim figure halted suddenly, tense and looking my way. I couldn't see her face, but there was something about her that was different. No, it wasn't Pat. It was someone else. I jumped out, and as I did, the girl fled toward the trees, a filmy scarf streaming behind her. Wait! I ran across the road as she disappeared. I started running down the road after her, but she crossed it and disappeared into a grove bordering the in-grounds. I thought I saw her go up the veranda of Paradise Inn, and I bounded after her. There was no one around except a couple of elderly dowagers in rocking chairs. They stopped rocking when they saw me, and I asked them, did a girl just come in?
A girl? Which girl, young man?
A girl, any girl.
Not very particular, are you?
Oh, never mind. And just then, over the side railing, hurrying up the garage driveway, I saw her. I turned and ran down the steps. It was just a glimpse, the lights from the inn glinting on her reddish-brown hair as she hurried past, heading for the guest cottages and back. Hey, wait a minute.
Yes?
What? Marge, it was you.
Why, Randy. Who did you think it was?
Didn't you just come from behind Pat's cabin?
Whatever are you talking about? What would I be doing there?
I'm sorry. I thought I saw you. Well, never mind.
What's the matter?
You seen Ed tonight?
Ed?
Yeah.
Why, no. Why do you ask?
Well, I just wondered why he came here today.
Well, he must have found out Pat had come here, I suppose.
He phoned you said.
Well, yes. Why are you asking all these questions?
I'm a reporter, remember, dear?
Grace is fixing some coffee at the cottage we're sharing here in back. Why not join us before you go?
I wouldn't miss it.
This way.
So you're bunking with Grace?
Yes, the inn's so crowded I had to move in with her in one of the guest cottages. The one right over there, with the lights on.
Oh, yes, let's see. Looks like she forgot to draw the blinds.
Yes, and the window's wide open. I hope she isn't on...
Well, it's a warm night. Looks like she's curled up in that easy chair for the evening. She and that telephone.
That woman. She simply monotonizes the telephone. Right around this way, Randy.
Mm-hmm.
But why'd you have to leave without at least telling me?
Wait.
What's the matter?
Quiet.
Marge put her fingers on my lips, and we stood there by the cottage door motionless.
You're on your way back.
Grace Rainey's voice came through the open window clearly, and with every word, Margaret Mason grew more tense and strained, and her eyes more stormy. This Ed again, this Superman.
Yes, I know, dear. Marge Ronnie was a bit stuffed. I can imagine how surprised you were when you called the cottage and she answered on the phone.
Why, of all the...
Steady.
Yes, I know that. But Francine's here, too, but what of that? All that's water in the creek, you might say. There's nothing to stop us from getting married.
Married?
No, dear. And they haven't found the body. But Pat's dead. How do I know? Well, you see, darling, I saw her pushed in. Yes, that's right. Pushed.
She did it.
Well, let's face it, darling. We both wanted her dead. So, now our wish is granted. We're free to marry.
Free, is she? So, you're free, are you? Not for long you won't be, you two-timing, double-crossing she-Judas.
Easy.
You'll be in jail within 24 hours for murder.
Just again, dearie. You see, I know who killed Pat Torrance.
Oh, my goodness. What's all the commotion?
Francine Moore. Little Miss Dixie stood in the doorway that opened on the little back porch. When I saw her standing there, a long silk scarf trailing over one shoulder, I knew at once it had been she who'd come from around back of the cabin, hoping not to be seen.
What are you doing here, Francine?
Oh, I thought I'd drop in to straighten out a few little things for both of you. You and Marge.
Francine, what do you mean?
If you thought Ed had any intention of marrying either of you, I'm terribly sorry. Because you're wrong.
What?
Ed and I are being married as soon as his divorce is final.
Oh, you are you?
Yes, Grace, we are.
Well, congratulations. How many of you is he marrying?
I'd say those congrats if I were you, Randy. Because she isn't marrying anybody. Little Miss Moore is going to the electric chair for murder.
Grace.
Now, wait a minute.
I saw Francine push Pat in the creek.
Oh, how very amusing. So I murdered Pat. Well, do you know where she is? At our cabin, asleep in her own bed.
How long do you think that story will stand up?
Ask Randy.
Well, I left Pat at their cabin all right just a few minutes ago.
So, she's got you to lie for her, has she?
Well, I shouldn't have left Pat alone, Randy. She's not well. No telling what she's liable to do, but I felt I owed it to these ladies to set their minds at rest, if they have any minds left.
You're not getting away with it, Francine. I'm going to the police right now.
Come back here, Grace. Come back, I'm warning you.
Francine, drop that gun.
Take your hands off.
Drop it. Do I have to break your arm?
No, stop.
So you came here to find out how much Grace really knew? Now you know the game's up. Killing won't do you any good. You're finished. You're through.
Oh, stop.
All right, drop it. gun exploded as it hit the floor. Francine's soulful brown eyes widened in an instant of horror, and then suddenly she slumped. And I know that little Francine had caught one of her own bullets. Marge and I bent over.
Randy. Randy, is she...
Get on the phone quick. Get a doctor.
Yes.
Francine. Francine, do you hear me?
Randy. Go to the cabin. Pat.
Bring a doctor over here.
Pat? What about Pat, Francine? Is she all right?
Pat mustn't drink the hot chocolate. Poison.
Poison? I didn't bother with a car, but covered the 100-plus yards between the inn and Pat's cabin in an unofficial world speed record. I yanked open the cabin door, rushed through the room, and into Pat's bedroom.
Randy, get out!
Oh, I'm sorry, honey. I came for some hot chocolate. Did you drink any?
Hot chocolate? Have you gone crazy? Of course not. Can't you see I've just come out of the tub?
Yeah, I didn't mean... I'll wait outside. Get your clothes on, beautiful. You're having more company.
What? Who?
For the sheriff. She'll want some of that hot chocolate, too, so don't touch it until she gets here. You understand? Well, it's 4 a.m. in Chicago again, and tonight's story is full of women as a sultan's harem. As the French say, cherchez les dames. And on this trip, I found plenty of them, with a moral to go with each one. For Marge, hell hath no fury like a woman tripped up trying to skip with another woman's husband. And for Gracie, gentlemen prefer blondes, on the theory, no doubt, that where there's light, there must be heat. For little Francine, well, she tried to take life cheerfully, the life, that is, of anyone who stood in her way. And as for Pat, well, you don't need any moral for her. A girl with a map like she has can usually find somebody to read it. Yep. Copy, boy.
Night Beat, starring Frank Lovejoy, is produced and directed by Warren Lewis and edited by Larry Marcus. Tonight's story was written by Irvin Ashkenazi with music by Frank Worth. In tonight's cast were Barbara Fuller, Rose Hobart, Shirley Mitchell, Eileen Prince, and Martha Wentworth. Frank Lovejoy will next be seen in Milton Sperling's production Three Secrets, released by Warner Brothers. Listen next week at this time and every week as Randy Stone searches through the city for the strange stories waiting for him in the darkness. Night Beat came to you from Hollywood. 3 chimes mean good times on NBC. Sunday marks the return of Theater Guild on the Air, with Rosalind Russell and Charles Lawton as first guests in Edward, My Son. A week from this Wednesday, that's September 13th, Mr. and Mrs. Ronald Coleman resume their popular roles in The Halls of Ivy. And please remember, this weekend, 400 Americans have a holiday date with death. Stay off the list. Be careful. This is NBC, the national broadcasting company.
And now, Pabst Blue Ribbon presents transcribed Frank Lovejoy in Night Beat.
Hi, this is Randy Stone. I cover the night beat for the Chicago Star. And like most newspaper men, I hardly ever read a newspaper. A glance at the headlines, a quick look at the box leads, and we've got the roundup. I guess we take the world pretty much for granted. The idea that each day's news isn't really news. It's just a repeat of last week's auto accident or political speech or murder. Only the names are different. It's history. Or what some people think history is. A chronicle of battles and speeches, of victors and vanquished, of winners and losers. And all in black and white. Nothing gray, nothing in between. Tonight's headlines screamed, crazed father kills child and wife. History? Who won and who lost? Who was the victor? The father who killed? Who were the defeated? The mother and child? boys of our city room sent me into a fighting crouch. A newspaper office is no place to be off guard, especially with Ann Wilton around. Ann was one of those impeccably groomed women who was always dressed to make the world look at her and envy. She was one of our woman's page feature writers, and she used it as a bludgeon against every man on staff, particularly me. She never stopped trying to make me feel like I was personally responsible for keeping her on the woman's page. But tonight, she didn't say anything. She was looking at the front page, the headline, Father Kills Child and Wife. That's why I stopped beside her desk.
Oh. What do you want?
Afraid I'll read your newspaper? I can buy one for a nickel, you know.
Why did you say that?
Well, the way you folded it up when you saw me standing here, there's nothing in that that's secret.
You startled me. What's so strange about doing something quickly when you're startled?
Well, for a woman who rips male reporters apart with her adjectives, you seem awfully tame.
Oh, please, go away and take your cliches with you.
Oh, now that's better. For a minute, I thought you'd sent your claws out for the remainder of the season.
You're so smug, so safe.
What?
So sure you're safe.
What's up, Ann?
Nothing.
No, this is different. What's the deal?
There's no deal. Nothing's up.
What, that headline in tonight's...
You wouldn't understand, Randy.
Did you know that woman? Her child?
No.
The man?
I told you no. It isn't anything I can't handle.
Now, don't give me that a woman can take care of her problems as well as a man can routine. We all can help each other.
I've no right to ask you.
Oh, you're not asking, I am.
No one has a right to ask it.
Okay, I quit.
Randy, I need it. It wouldn't take very long.
Well, name it.
I need a car to pick up my children. You know I have 2 children.
Little boy, little girl.
I have them in nursery school all day. Only sometimes, just lately, I don't take them home until after dinner. After they eat dinner at the nursery school.
Well, can't your husband do it?
He's busy. He works late. Tool and die makers put in long hours these days.
So long he hasn't time to pick his children up for dinner?
Well, I didn't really tell you everything. We've separated, Randy. We've been separated for 3 or 4 weeks, and he doesn't even know where the kids are all day. I don't want him to. I'd be afraid to have him know.
Really?
Oh, he's a vindictive man, Randy.
Oh, now, wait a minute, Ann. You're taking that headline too personally. That doesn't happen every day or even every month.
But it happened, didn't it?
Well, yes, it happened.
Randy, have I impressed you as the hysterical type of woman, the overly emotional?
And I've looked upon you as the Chicago Star's answer to Gibraltar. Solid Gibraltar.
Then why do you question my reactions now?
Well, there's no warning. Usually these things give signs of happening, a black eye on the wife, signs.
I guess I've assumed too much. Just forget it, Randy.
What are you afraid of,
I
Ann?
told you.
I think you're afraid of accepting help, too.
Don't say that.
You're afraid it's weak as much as you're afraid of your husband.
I don't like... Maybe you're right.
All right, come on, Ann. Your kids are waiting. While we drove there, Ann Wilton didn't say much. I never questioned it because I didn't expect her to talk. You don't expect a strong-willed woman to talk much when one dreary day she shows up with a whimper in her voice. She was meant for a world of law and order. She could function in that kind of system all right. But the violence she thought was hanging over her head frightened her, like a child is frightened. 3 frightened children. A son, a daughter, and a mother. Ann stepped out of the car and waved a couple of short gestures toward the nursery school building. In a few minutes, her 2 children came out and walked toward her. Would you have thought that was strange? Would you have thought it was odd that 2 children who hadn't seen their mother all day would walk to her and not run? I don't think so. The kids did resent her a little. She'd kept them hidden. Ann hustled them into the car, and we drove off while she made up for lost time.
Darlings, did you miss me today? Did you miss Marty while she was working? Oh, this is Randy Stone, sweethearts. Both of you are my sweethearts. He's a reporter like Mommy. Oh, take off those sweaters, you'll roast. I hate to see my 2 babies so hot. Mommy hates to see them so hot and uncomfortable. Aren't they beautiful children, Randy? Aren't they worth protecting against anything? I mean it, against anything.
And that's the way it went. Ann Wilton did all the talking, and she didn't stop except to put the kids to bed. when she came back into the living room.
Randy, do you mind waiting just a little while longer?
Well, anything to keep me away from our night editor. What'll you do when I leave?
Oh, I'm beginning to feel better. I was jittery, I guess. That headline made me jittery, I suppose. Made everything seem worse than it was. I was just frightened.
You're terrified, Anne.
I said frightened.
Now, don't evade it. Don't evade it. This is an emotional blockbuster. You better take a long look inside before it tears you apart.
Oh, that's easy to say, Randy. Very easy. It takes a woman a while to recover from the shock.
You mean that her husband isn't everything Louisa May Alcott said he should be?
That he was capable of such betrayal.
You sure that's the right word, betrayal? You have 642,000 more to choose from.
Precisely the right word, betrayal. That's exactly it. He betrayed me, betrayed his children.
How?
Oh, you know what I'm talking about. You've been around, Randy. That's how he betrayed me, another woman. That's how he got even with me.
And you're making this guy out to be a member of the Black Hand Society. You make it sound like he's been on a vendetta against his own family.
A man killed his wife and child today. Is that vendetta?
Yeah, but look at the man. Don't just set up two situations and say they're the same. Just because the same number of people are involved doesn't make it the same problem. Your husband is different from the man.
I'll tell you why he betrayed me. Because of my love for the children. Because he resented the fact that I loved them so much. He envied them. He hated them.
Did he ever say he hated?
Oh, he didn't have to. You don't have to say hate. It's in the eyes and the voice and the way a person moves.
Well, I always wait until they say it. It saves a lot of wear and tear on my irrational thinking.
Every day in a dozen different ways, he was always complaining about the kids interfering with this or the other.
Well, every father does that once in a while.
Randy, he made me make a choice. One night, one evening, I remember, and oh, how I remember it. He made me make a choice. My little girl was upset. I don't know about what. I think I'd argued with her that morning. She was upset, and my husband and I, we were going out in the evening. I said maybe we'd better stay in, and he said we'd planned on going out that night, that he came first. Well, I guess I couldn't stand him from then on.
Well, I still don't see what he did wrong.
Oh, I didn't think you'd understand. He made me make a choice. No man could ever force his wife to make a choice between him and the children.
Well, that's not the way it sounded.
Well, I told you I couldn't help but resent it. But that's how it started. Until, finally, he betrayed me, Randy. He betrayed us to get even.
Did he ever actually threaten your life, Anne?
He betrayed us.
Anne.
What?
Did he actually threaten your life?
Oh, it isn't my life I'm worried about. It's the children's.
Well, has he threatened them?
Not exactly.
Well, has he?
Well, pretend, yes, he has. To me, he's often said he wishes he was rid of them, finished and rid of them, that we'd never had children. And once he actually threatened them, actually did.
I think you better call the police.
And tell them what? What can I tell them, Randy? Impressions, feelings? Is that any kind of evidence? You've been a police reporter. Does that count?
Well, maybe I can help. Swear out a warrant. Get him examined by a psychiatrist.
No. I won't have the children slapped all over the papers.
Well, you can't go on living in fear.
If I have to, I will for them.
Well, take some kind of action, or leave the city.
Oh, no, not until our divorce comes up. I need his support for them. I mean financially. Not for myself, but for them.
Well, separate residences are expensive.
He does all right. He does well enough to find another woman. There's enough money to amuse her, enough for that.
Where does he work?
The Mason Engineering Company. He works late. That's how it started. He worked late. Imagine me, of all people, me being fooled by that I'm working late routine. And then he'd say he was going bowling. That's great. Me being made a fool of by that.
I'll see you later, Anne. I'll call you in an hour.
Wait a minute, where are you going? You're not going to see him, Randy. You're not, are you?
Well, what can you lose? Running and hiding like this isn't going to make your children any healthier or happier.
Well, just until the trial, until I sue for divorce.
Oh, that could take months.
Randy, I'm afraid.
Yeah, you told me.
I'm afraid of, when he got off the job. It's a night job. After he got off and you'd talk to him, I'm afraid he'd come here looking for the children.
He won't do anything to you.
Well, not to me, to them. He'd kill them. Don't you realize that?
Oh, Anne, don't beat yourself
Their
for
own
that.
father will murder them. Come back, Randy. Please come back after you see him. Please, Randy.
Okay. Okay, Ann, I'll come back. After I talk to your husband.
We return in just a moment to Night Beat, starring Frank Lovejoy as Randy Stone. On a hot summer day, nothing teases like a thirst, that's for sure. It hankers to be satisfied and just won't stop pestering you until a cool, foaming glass of smooth, delicious Pabst Blue Ribbon beer comes along. And then, happy things happen to hot, thirsty folks. For Pabst Blue Ribbon cools, satisfies, refreshes. No wonder we call Pabst Blue Ribbon a sociable beer. It gets on so well with you, with your friends, with your good summer foods like, listen.
Here's a list of foods to choose for picnics, parties, barbecues.
Campbell's pork and beans.
Farmer's Feet.
Borden cheese.
Ritz crackers with
Frankfurters. And, of course, Pabst Blue Ribbon. You'll find that food tastes better by far if you serve them with foaming PBR. What'll you have? Pabst Blue Ribbon.
What'll you have?
Pabst Blue Ribbon. What'll you have? Pabst Blue Ribbon. Pabst Blue Ribbon beer.
Smoother, smoother, smoother. Finer beer, that million flavors. Taste that smoother, smoother flavor.
Pabst Blue Ribbon beer.
Tomorrow, be sure to pick up several convenient Pabst Blue Ribbon Handy 6 cartons packed with 6 space-saving cans. Or get the money-saving case of 24. Any way you buy it, it's always the same smooth, sociable, satisfying Pabst Blue Ribbon. Act 2 of Night Beat will continue after a brief pause for station identification. And now, back to Night Beat and Randy Stone.
When an attractive, sharp-witted woman suddenly appears confused, when a strong-willed woman suddenly becomes hesitant and indecisive, and when a silent woman becomes talkative, there is nothing to do but help. Ann Wilton turned to me for help. She fought me in the city room for 1 year, but tonight she turned to me for help. A simple thing. All she wanted was a lift home for herself and her 2 children, except this ride meant we were running from a husband who was capable of killing the children. Who could, who might. Ann believed it, and I was almost convinced. I had an idea about how I could help, but before I did, I wanted to know Ed Wilton myself. Maybe it's a habit from newspaper reporting. Verify your facts. I went to see Wilton at his job. When he took time out for a cigarette, I approached him. He was a tall, lean man, rather good-looking. His face was intelligent, if there is any such thing as an intelligent face. But he looked worried, like he had a problem to solve, only he couldn't quite remember what it was. Oh, hello. You're Ed Wilton?
Oh, yes.
You have a few minutes?
Sure. Smoke time.
My name is Stone, Randy Stone.
You write that column on the Star.
Yeah, that's the one.
Excuse me, I have to get back to work.
You smoke awfully fast.
Nothing personal against you. You write a good column. We just don't have anything to talk about.
Oh, I think we do. But only if you want to.
That's the point, Stone. I don't want to.
Why not?
She sent you over, didn't she?
No. No, it was my idea.
I don't have any reason to think you're lying. But anybody who does something because they've talked to her...
You really don't like her, do you?
Doesn't make any difference now.
Do you like her?
Is it hard to understand? It shouldn't be for you, Mr. Stone. You don't think people have to be one thing or another. At least you don't write that way.
Well, thank you for the tribute, but what does that have to do with you liking your wife?
Like and dislike can go together. You feel very strong about a person. Feel strong against them. With love and
hate.
My wife doesn't have any room in her thinking for both. If there's one, the other goes out. One or the other, but not both.
Well, I don't think she hates you, Wilton, at least not from the way she talks.
She doesn't want me around. That's a hard thing for a man to say, that his wife doesn't want him. She told you anyway, it's no secret.
Well, she told me... She said that you rejected her, Wilton, that you tossed her over for some woman you met when you were working nights.
She told you that? Do I strike you as the kind of a guy who'd run out on his wife and kids?
I don't know what kind of a guy you are, Wilton. I don't know where you came from, what you know, what you want out of life. That's knowing somebody. And you're not telling me anything.
All you have to know for right now is, do I make sense?
Well, that's hard to tell for right now.
Okay. She said I met the girl when I should have been bowling, or when I claimed I was bowling after work.
As she did.
I bowled once a week. The same night every week. Exactly the same time and same place. All she would have had to do was pick up a phone and check. Or come down here and see.
Didn't she?
Never. Not once. She only believes what she wants to believe.
She only believes what she wants to believe. He didn't say it vengefully or with rancor. He didn't say it to hurl a charge against her to make up for the one she'd hurled at him. Only I didn't want to accept it. I didn't want to believe that his logic was sound and reasonable. I didn't want to believe that he lived within reality and that she was only partially there, because if I admitted that, if I'd really accepted it at the moment, the obvious point had to follow. If she spoke of her husband murdering her children, and if her husband was this rational, the imminent threat of death to her children could come from only one other person. From the mind of the mother. It was too grotesque, and I had to be sure. I didn't know what I'd do when I was sure, but I had to have proof. I went back to the apartment.
Would you like a drink, Randy?
No, thanks.
I don't want one either. I'd like a cigarette, though, but I'm all out. I would have gone down to the corner, only I was afraid.
Here.
Well?
Well, what?
Pretty cunning fellow, isn't he? I mean, Eddie. Shrewd.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Oh, no. No, he's too cautious for that. With a man, he wouldn't try to pull any fast ones.
Well, he seemed to talk without much pretense.
Don't let it fool you, Randy. Even that has a motive. Everything in his life does. I have never seen a man like him. A man who did everything for a reason he planned out, figured out ahead of time.
Like his story about the bowling?
Doesn't that prove it, doesn't it?
Did you ever check to see if he was bowling?
I don't remember.
A thing that important you don't remember?
Don't pin me down, Randy. Don't cross-examine me. Don't. That's all. Just don't.
Well, I thought you ought to look at his side.
I did. Once was enough.
Maybe it'd be worth another look if you want to get back together.
I don't want to get back together.
Well, you should have said that in the first place.
Oh, it was a hard decision to make, Randy. You know, a very difficult decision to make. Breaking off with Eddie. It was now or never.
Now or never what?
The chance to be young. Oh, I married much too young. And then I suddenly realized I'm almost 30.
And when he did what he did, you figured it was time.
Well, it never occurred to me until Eddie and that other woman. And then I realized he hated our children and me, the whole thing.
Well, that doesn't make sense.
Well, I mean, it was obvious. I could go on like that for 10 years, maybe. And then wake up old and unattractive. And who'd want me then? What man would want a woman with 2 children?
Well, they're wonderful children. They'd be an asset.
You think I'm attractive enough, Randy? Still attractive enough to remarry?
You're a very attractive woman, Anne.
Above average, Randy?
Well, you're very attractive.
You're a very sweet person, Randy, but you don't know how it is. You can't imagine how difficult it is being a mother and father to your children, being both parents.
Well, Eddie must have helped out some.
Oh, he did in his fumbling way, but he was always letting them have their own way, and now they're completely undisciplined, completely.
Well, they seem pretty well behaved.
Oh, that's all you see. But believe me, you can give children too much love. Did you know that? Too much love.
Oh, not real love. It's the phony kind that spoils kids, giving them attention and toys and calling it love.
No, you're a bachelor, Randy. You don't know. You can spoil them. They begin to expect too much. They expected too much ever since they were born. All my time, everything, with no time to do anything else, no time for myself.
To really try to make any time? I mean, reasonably.
What for? Why should I have? Just to have their father desert us, have it thrown back at me when he deserted us?
Anne, he didn't desert you. He's here now. You talk like he was in another city. He's in this city. You're only separated, not deserted.
Deserted? Don't you think I know what I'm saying? I know what desertion means. I've been deserted all my life.
Well, you can pick up that phone and call him.
Deserted all my life. Like my mother and father deserted.
Actually abandoned you?
Well, not that way. There are worse ways. They ran my life like I was a machine or something. Everything was done at exactly a certain time and just so much time to play with me. It was almost as if they didn't want me around the other time.
Or at all?
Funny. Tell me to think of my own childhood when I'm a mother myself. When I have my own kids. I should forget all that. The past is past.
Well, it's past only if you understand it, Anne.
But how can the past be past? And I think about it all the time. How can I forget my childhood when I never really had one? Something always stopped it. Something always kept it from happening. Don't you see, my parents or my children, something always kept me from being young.
Anne, you've got to have help.
The police? Oh, will they listen to what my husband is doing to me, how he threatens me?
No, not him. For yourself, you must.
No one, Randy, no one. I'm alone. You're the only one who can help me, Randy. You're the only one who wants to protect me from...
Have you ever seen a murder being planned? Have you ever seen the potential killer work toward his goal? It isn't with daring and shadowy doorways. Sometimes it's in a small, neat apartment living room. In an anguished voice, a baffled face of a person who's bewildered by his own hate and sees only one way out. The answer for all irrational people in the world since time began. When something stands in your way, even if you've created that something into being what it isn't, kill it, destroy it, murder it, blow it up. Two disturbed small children sleeping, safe in their only refuge, their sleep. Who is to stop the mother they trust? Who is to stop her from doing what she doesn't want to do? The police can't act. They can't arrest people for thinking something. Otherwise, we'd all be in jail. As Ann Wilton paced the room, smoking and talking, I knew I didn't have any choice. It would happen tonight, and someone had to be there to stop it, to stop her. She begged me to stay, to sleep on the couch, to protect her from her husband, still saying her husband was the killer. But I don't think she believed it. She went into the bedroom and locked the door. I stretched out on the couch and waited and hoped that I was wrong. I hoped everything I'd heard didn't mean what it meant. Only reality exists. We can't make it what we want it to be. At 3:30, wearing a bathrobe over her nightgown, her feet bare, she glided silently across the floor of the living room into the kitchen. I didn't move. In a minute, she came back, and I saw it glisten. The butcher knife. I saw it glisten in her hand from the light of the street lamp as she came near. A pause while she made sure I was asleep, and then almost as an absolution, almost as a prayer, she whispered to me,
I'm sorry. You'll understand. I have to. Please, I'm sorry.
And she moved to their bedroom. I leaped up. I had to witness the attempt. It was the only way she could legally be put away, the only way she could be helped. And there, standing over her silently sleeping son, without hearing me, without rush or hurry, as if time didn't exist, as reality no longer did, she raised the butcher knife over his head, and I rushed in. I spun her around. She fought for an instant. She wouldn't let go of the knife, and I had to hit her. And as she fell to the floor, the sound awakened the little boy. And his first words, his only words,
Mommy. Mommy.
That's all. She's getting help. What more can I say? Except for some questions. Did anybody cheat you out of your childhood? Or even steal a corner out of it? Did they? Well, then take a good look. How are you getting even for it? And who are you getting even with? And can you ever get even? Or is revenge just a second-rate substitute for understanding? Copy, boy.
Night Beat, starring Frank Lovejoy, is produced and directed by Warren Lewis. Tonight's transcribed story was written by Arthur Roth, with music by Frank Worth. The part of Anne was played by Joan Banks. Harry Bartell was Ed. Listen next week at this time, and every week as Randy Stone searches through the city for the strange stories waiting for him in the darkness. Night Beat came to you from Hollywood. This Friday, enjoy music by Mantovani on NBC.
Night Beat.
Hi, this is Randy Stone. I cover the Night Beat for the Chicago Star. My stories start in many different ways. This one began with a kid and a $100 bill and ended in the death cell of Joliet.
Night Beat, starring Frank Lovejoy as Randy Stone.
It was a great night. Chilly as I walked hunched against the rain, stopping long enough to catch the sweetness and light in the headlines. H-bomb menace, traffic toll mounts, murderess to die this morning in the electric chair. Okay, people, keep it up. You're doing fine. But I had my own worries, wondering where my ever-loving story had come from tonight. It hit me before I expected it. A little kid, 6 maybe, came running at me and into me before I could step aside. Well, you better get those brakes relined, fella.
Let me go.
Okay, where to?
I'm on the way.
All right. Now you get your breath for the second lap.
They're coming after me.
Oh, who?
I want to go to my mom.
I thought you were running away. Wait a second. What's this?
My money.
A $100 bill?
It's mine.
Just a little loose change, huh?
Please give it back to me. I gotta get a bus.
Where do you live?
I want to go to 616 Wolverton.
Wolverton's quite a piece from here.
They're coming after me.
Who?
In that auto, see?
Looks like we're surrounded, kiddo. Take it easy for a second.
It's him.
You've been a bad boy, Marty. Running away like this.
You ain't gonna take me back.
You're a kid, mister?
No.
What's the angle here?
The kid ran away from his old man.
I didn't. My father's dead.
Sure. He always says that. Now, come on, Marty.
No.
It seems he doesn't want to go with you.
He will.
Or maybe not. I'd like to know.
Shut up.
Eddie, back.
Big boys.
Yeah. Mister, you just forget all about this. Marty, get in the car.
Get away from that kid.
Eddie, Mac.
Don't hit him. Don't.
That's a sample. Open your trap again and you get the rest. Come on, let's go.
Before my eyes closed all the way, I saw them hustle the kid into the car. It began to move away, glided under a street lamp, and from the rear window a face looked out. Jerry McCallum. The brains behind almost any illegitimate enterprise you could name. Nothing too small or too big for Jerry if it made a nickel. From what I saw of McCallum's face, he could have gone in right then for murder. Mine. A half hour later, after some minor repairs on my face, I dropped in to see Sergeant Kalski. I asked some questions, and I got some answers. McCallum had never gone in for kidnapping, and no cop would stick his neck out without positive proof. If I wanted to go slumming, I was going alone. It wasn't part of McCallum's place, but knowing where he lived and getting to see him were two different things. However, I had a hunch that Jerry McCallum would see me. I made sure of it by sending him a note with one word on it, Marty. McCallum had me shown in. He smiled at me from behind a marble-top desk, flanked by 2 of his boys, one of them my playmate of a little earlier.
Always glad to see a newspaper boy, Stone. You fellas print rough stuff once in a while, but it makes good for circulation, huh? True or not?
Yeah, sure. You know, we make up those things printed about you. Forgive us.
So, what do you want tonight, Stone?
For a starter, 10 minutes alone with Loverboy there, the one on your right.
Willie Bigger? Why?
Guess.
Now, Willie hasn't been...
I know. Hasn't been out of your sight for a week.
Fact, about 40 minutes ago, he was baking a cake. Okay, forget it.
Good idea.
Where's the kid?
Marty?
Yeah.
Do you like children?
Yeah, until they grow up. They're nice people.
The kid's none of your business, Stone.
Yet I'm curious. Along comes a kid with $100.
That all? Well, he took it. I keep lots of dough around here and drawers everywhere. The kid grabbed some and beat it.
Why? Because he wanted to go home?
Did he say where?
No. No, he didn't.
Okay, then. This is his home. What would you say if I told you he was my kid?
Nothing. I'd be speechless.
Stone, forget this whole thing. You've got nothing. Nothing. Whatever you're thinking is your idea, and that's as far as we go.
That's as far as you go?
Both of us. Now beat it. Don't crowd your luck.
Okay. There's nothing I can prove, but it makes a good story. It's good reading.
You got no finish to it.
You know, Frank Stockton wrote a story once, The Lady and the Tiger. There's no finish to that one either, but it caused more comment that way.
You're not scaring me, Stone. People can ask all the questions they want after tomorrow.
After tomorrow? Mr. McCallum, why after tomorrow?
I'm sick of looking at you. I'm even sicker of listening to you. Now get out.
Oh, by the way...
Get out.
Yeah, one thing more, though. A friend of mine, a cop named Kowski, knows that I came here. I'm telling you in case my back looks inviting when I walk out. So long. On the way down to the street, that tight feeling grabbed my throat, made my nose itch and my eyes water. I kept my shoulders hunched against a bullet or a knife, but nothing came. Why not? I asked that 1,000 times before I hit the street. I knew I didn't scare McCallum when I told him about Kowski. McCallum had a million ways to rub out anybody who got in his way and a million alibis to keep himself clear. He'd done it before. But me, he let go. Why? He said after tomorrow. He didn't want anything to happen until after tomorrow. I kept thinking, kept walking. And then something began to go around on the back of my head. McCallum tomorrow. McCallum tomorrow, and suddenly it hit.
All about the electrocution PR. Paper, mister?
Yeah, Star.
Okay. Yeah, nice morning for somebody to sit in a hot seat, huh? Classy-looking dame, too. Now, why fry something like that? There's $1 million that you better burn.
McCallum's girlfriend. McCallum.
Yeah, where you been, mister? Everybody knows that.
Yeah, but you forget things when they're not close to you.
Yeah. Yeah, classy-looking dame. Never think a doll like that a bumper husband, huh? Gonna fry it. Hey, mister, you sick or something?
Or something, yeah. Bud, you ever get a great big hunch?
Once. I lost.
I might, too, but it's worth a try. I grabbed a cab. I thought maybe some of McCallum's boys were tailing me, so I had the driver cut back and forth. Then, when I was sure we were clean, I had him drive to McCallum's apartment house and park down the street a few doors.
This okay, mister?
Yeah. Turn off your motor.
Okay, but I gotta leave the meter ticking.
That's okay. Now, listen, turn off your lights.
What?
Look, I'm Randy Stone, Chicago Star. Here's my press card.
Okay. What's up?
Hey, you take this newspaper?
What do I do with it?
I pretend you're reading it.
All right. Do you want a story?
Yeah. Now, look, don't pay any attention to anything. You're just parked. You're waiting for a fare. You're reading that paper. Understand?
I get it. Hey, well, what about you?
I'll sit back. Think anybody can see me from the outside?
Nah, not if you sit in the corner. Nah.
Okay. Now, just sit and read the paper.
Okay. I guess this dame's gonna cook, eh?
Yeah.
You'd think a big shot like McCallum to be able to get his doll off a rat. But he didn't.
I wonder.
You wonder? Mister, at midnight she gets it. They pull a switch, then bzzz, no more Lorraine Adams. Ain't much to wonder about. Once they pull it in...
Hold it. Pretend to read the paper. Can you see?
Yeah. Some guys are coming out. You see?
Yeah.
Oh, they're looking this way.
Don't look up.
One of them's coming this way.
Okay, start your motor. Start pulling up.
Yeah. We gotta go right past him. You better squeeze hard against that back seat.
I'm all right. Don't go too fast. You know, just as though you're cruising for a fare.
Okay. It's okay. They ain't looking at us. Hey, Mr. Stone, did you see that dame that was...
Yeah, get past. Then step on it around the corner.
Mister, I ain't sure what I seen, but there was a dame just coming out of the lobby. I only got a quick look at her face.
Yeah, so did I. What did you see?
If that dame was in this doll in the paper, I'll buy a horse.
Yeah, so we're even. We're both crazy. I saw her, too. Lorraine Adams.
How do you convince a night editor you haven't suddenly walked out from under your head? How do you do it even when you've got proof of something that sounds and looks crazy? I listened to my editor, Matt Kummel.
You're nuts, both of you. Stay in out of the night air.
Yeah, but both of us saw. The driver...
I got eyes. Yeah? You want to take any bets, either of you?
Well, that call comes through, Matt.
When that call from Joliet comes through, 5 will get you tax-free 10 that Lorraine Adams is sitting in the death cell right now.
She's not.
All you've got is a yarn about a kid wandering around holding $100 in his hot little hand. There's no record of any kidnapping, any...
Look. Lorraine Adams killed her husband because she was McCallum's girlfriend. You remember the trial? She pleaded not guilty, self-defense.
Yeah, but it didn't stick. Public sentiment was against her.
Yes, and no appeal. Nothing. Jerry McCallum didn't raise a finger to get her off. Why not? Why not, Matt?
Couldn't, that's all.
With his battery of high-priced lawyers and with his connections?
Okay. What's your best?
That Lorraine Adams is free right now. I don't know how. I don't know what the kid Marty has to do with it, but...
Now, there's the call, Randy. Hold your hat. Matt Kummel here. Okay, put it through. Randy.
What?
Putting up a fine?
Oh, on the line.
Okay. Now, hello. Yeah. Look, Stromberg, you're covering the Lorraine Adams electrocution, aren't you? Uh-huh. Well, listen, this is going to sound nuts, but is Lorraine Adams still in the death cell? Oh, you don't say. Okay, CR, thanks. No, that's all. So long.
All right, Matt, give.
You know what I'm going to do with this 5-spot? Buy you a jacket with sleeves that tie in the back.
What did Stromberg say?
The Lorraine Adams execution is scheduled tonight as planned. The chaplain is with Lorraine Adams right now because at midnight, in exactly 2 hours and 10 minutes, she burns.
Back to Night Beat and Randy Stone.
In 2 hours and 10 minutes, Lorraine Adams would go to the electric chair. But I saw, and the cab driver saw, right in the middle of Chicago, free as a bird. I checked some more after I left the office. The police went along with the gag and checked the prison. Yes, the girl in the death cell was Lorraine Adams. Her fingerprints proved it. But then who was the girl the cab driver and I saw? Was McCallum going to work a switch at the last minute? Fantastic. Sure, but McCallum might be able to work it. And how did little Marty tie in? What did a 6-year-old kid have to do with it? Well, I had until midnight to learn a lot of things. There was only one place to start. 616 Wolverton, the address Marty had given me. It was a cheap boarding house. I had the driver wait. I knocked on the manager's door. It took 3 minutes to get her out of bed, and she wasn't happy.
What do you want, huh? What's the idea, huh?
Randy Stone, Chicago Star.
I take a newspaper. You selling papers this time in the morning?
Oh, no, listen to me, will you?
Magazines all day, newspapers in the middle of the night.
Here, take this and listen.
$10? For what?
There's a little kid live here. His name was Marty, about 6, brown hair, cute little guy.
Are you kidding? That was 4 or 5 months ago.
But he lived here?
With his mother.
His mother? What did she look like?
Ask my husband.
Where did she go?
Only one thing I can tell. She worked at a joint called,
Oh, come on.
the Blue Heron. Yeah, I said Blue Heron.
Your hat, sir? May I check it for you?
No, thanks, honey. That clock behind you, is it right?
Sure. It's only 10 to 11. The night is young.
You want to bet? How long you been here?
A year, maybe. Why?
Well, I won't check my hat, but I'll leave this with you.
For $5, you could leave a diving suit. Who do I kill?
A girl used to work here. She had a little boy named Marty.
I don't remember.
Oh, yes, you do, baby. Your face shows it.
So I need makeup.
You've seen the kid, haven't you? You knew his mother?
Look, mister, I don't know anything that goes on. I check hats and coats. That's why Mr. McCallum pays me.
McCallum? Oh, the Blue Heron is one of his spots.
Oh, go away now, will you?
Did you like the girl?
She was a sweet kid.
Well, then help her. She's in trouble.
I don't know anything, but there was a guy, a knocked-out musician, trombone player. He went for her. Find him.
Where? What's his name?
Harry Aaron. He used to play here, but when Peggy left...
Peggy?
Yeah, Peggy. Hey,
You don't even know her name. What do you want?
Where can I find Harry Aaron?
You get out of here. Beat it.
Take it easy.
Get
now.
out before I call the bouncer.
With the clock getting ahead of me, I looked up Harry Aaron in the musician's directory. With only an hour and 10 minutes left, I tried to find him. Yes, he played here, he played there. He was a good boy, but he was always high. I covered one spot after another, time running out, an hour left, 50 minutes, and then finally I hit a rooming house. One of those places where you stay up all day and all night. Anybody goes to sleep, he's a curiosity. There was a jam session going on, and I headed for the music. Five boys were swinging high, but the trombone player was the one I wanted. Skinny, pale face over with some perspiration-drenched hair. I walked over to him. Hiya, Harry. Harry!
Knock yourself out. Grab anything. Cut in. What do you play?
Nothing.
What do you drink?
Nothing.
What are you living for?
Harry, come on off the ceiling. Can you hear me? I want to talk about Peggy. Peggy!
What? What do you say?
I want to talk about Peggy. You remember?
What about her? What about Peggy?
Let's get out of here, Harry. There's a coffee shop down the street.
Hey, buy me a drink, huh?
All right. But come on, huh?
Hey, wait a second. Wait. Listen to that beat, boy. It's like a train running inside. Hey, grab anything. Cut in any place.
Peggy. Harry. Peggy.
You said Peggy?
Harry, you gotta come with me. You've gotta talk. We got 40 minutes, Harry, and after that, it's kiss the boys goodbye. I made him drink coffee strong and black, and I made him walk until his head cleared up a little, but it took time. Time, and only 30 minutes of it left before that execution. And then we sat and talked.
What do you want from me? I'm knocked out, me. The top is all gone, inside gone. What do you want from me?
Peggy, where is she? And why did she leave?
Who are you?
I'm Stone, Chicago star. Now listen to me. You remember Marty?
Marty, sure. Peggy's kid. I got a picture of her right here. Hey? That's Peggy, and that's Marty right there.
Peggy? This is Peggy?
Yeah.
Dark hair, you bleach it blonde, and she... Look, Harry, talk fast. I don't know what we'll get, but tell me when you saw Peggy last and what she said.
She was going away. With him.
McCallum, why?
This one night after the show, she was in a line. She was, the chorus.
Yeah.
I went to see her. I found her packing a suitcase. But she didn't tell me before that she was walking out. She just looked at me.
Goodbye fast, Harry. Real fast.
Well, why, kid? What's all the rush?
I can't tell you, Harry. Only you're not going to see me anymore.
Oh, yeah, I get it.
You don't, Harry. You don't at all.
Sure, McCallum. I know he talked a long time to you yesterday.
It's nothing to do with McCallum.
No, sure not. It's nothing to do with a knocked-out horn player either, huh?
Oh, Harry. Don't talk like that.
Okay, I'll play it for you sometime. 20 choruses. Oh, I don't blame you, Peggy.
I got a kid, Marty. I'm sick, you know that. Got maybe a year. Doc said so. What happens to the kid then? What happens to
me?
him?
I could.
No.
Maybe
I ain't going to have Marty eating off the trunk. Crackers and milk 3 times a day.
Now, what's McCallum going to do for him?
Say goodbye, Harry. Please.
You know I love you. You know that?
Yes.
Means nothing to you.
For the love of... Harry, get out of here. Don't stand there just looking at me. I won't be able to go through with it. I won't. And let go, Harry. For my kids.
Well, that's all I know.
When did that happen?
5 months ago.
Just before Lorraine Adams went to trial for murder.
Now, what are you talking about?
Look. This is Lorraine Adams' picture in the paper. Here's Peggy. See, bleach Peggy's hair, and she's Lorraine Adams. McCallum saw that.
You're crazy, Stone. You're crazy. McCallum couldn't make the switch.
He did it before the trial. Lorraine Adams gave herself up a week after she killed her husband. But it wasn't Lorraine, it was Peggy.
Crazy. It's crazy.
No. Less than half an hour, Peggy will go to the electric chair in place of Lorraine Adams.
But get her out. You got to do something.
Our only proof is Marty, but he's at McCallum's place.
Stone, she's going to die. You said it. She's going to die. Stone, do something.
Well, I'm going to Joliet to see the warden. You got to do something too, Harry. Find Marty.
It's preposterous, Mr. Stone. Impossible.
But it was done, Warden. And in 10 minutes, a girl will go to the chair. 10 minutes.
I've called the governor. He's left it up to me.
Well, then stop the execution.
I can do that only if this girl admits she's not Lorraine Adams. I've broken a rule, Stone, on the strength of what you told me. The girl is being brought here, to the visiting room, to talk to you.
And what if she doesn't admit?
There's no proof. The execution is scheduled.
Oh, where is that Harry?
Warden, she's here.
Oh, bring her in, Chap.
Hello, Peggy.
What is your name?
I am Lorraine Adams.
Chaplain, this girl is not Lorraine Adams. Didn't she tell you that?
What she told me, I cannot tell you.
But in a case like
I
this...
confess my crime to him and to God.
Yes, that you took Lorraine Adams' place. You were tried, convicted, sentenced, and you'll die. In less than 10 minutes, you'll die.
I am Lorraine Adams.
You took her place. You gave yourself up in her place. That's why the real Lorraine Adams was gone for a week, to give you time to bleach your hair and...
I killed my husband.
You're killing yourself. For what? For Marty? For your boy? No, Peggy, no.
Peggy, why don't you?
There's nothing else to say.
Look, you made a bargain with McCallum. What kind of a bargain? You'd never see your son again? You only had a year to live, but in that year you'd have had him. And what did you leave him to? A vicious gangster who'll never keep his promise to you. You'll die, Peggy, and so will Marty. Yes, he'll die, too. As you know him, he'll be dead. Think what he'll be living with a rat like that.
I'm Lorraine Adams. Lorraine Adams.
Oh, Warden,
I can't believe she'd lie now. She's facing death, Stone. She can't lie.
But she is. For her boy, she would. She would.
Wait a moment.
Hey, Sonny.
Mom! Let me go.
Marty! Let him go, Kemp.
Mom, I've been looking lots of places. Mom, it's me, Mom. You got even here? No. Mom, you ain't mad at me.
Oh, Marty! Marty, baby!
Harry brought me, Mom. He's hurt.
Where is he?
Out here, Mr. Stone.
Hiya, Harry.
Hiya, Stone. I get here in time?
Yeah, in time, Harry.
That's real out of this world.
How did you get McCallum?
A long time ago, I bought a gun. I never used it until tonight.
Warden.
I'll get the girl. All right, Peggy.
Hi, Peggy. Hi.
Harry?
Had a hard time trying to get in here.
Take it easy, Harry.
Sure. Peggy, Oh, brother. Am I a knocked-out character? For sure.
Love. L-O-V-E. Spell it one way, interpret it 100 ways. McCallum's for Lorraine Adams. Be willing to wreck anyone else's life. Peggy's for Marty. Harry's for Peggy. Yeah, it's love that makes the world go round. It all depends on who does the spinning. Copy, boy.